Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio.
True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 394. Number 394 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. And while I still have it, all right, Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And as a matter of fact, folks, I encourage all that are listening in right now, please go to gab.ai, that's gab.ai, in your web browser, and go register for an account there, all right? I mean, it is literally the alternative micro-blogging site. I strongly advise folks to go out there and get an account there. You know, I don't know what the hell Twitter's doing, but whatever they're doing, I mean, it's just totalitarian digital crap. So I've got an account there at Gab. Once again, type in your web browser, gab.ai. Register for an account out there, folks. Okay, tell them Politics Ghost sent you, baby. Tell them I sent you. Anyway, folks, let me tell you something right now. I'm just going to milk and juice Twitter for all it's worth as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know what the hell's going on Twitter, and we're going to talk about that later on in the broadcast. Anyway, folks, once again, Politics Ghost on both of those microblogging sites. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right to the crux of the broadcast of the first hour, and that's the markets, of course, folks. Now, folks, what did I tell you about this helter-skelter market? Now, everybody was like, no, Ghost, what are you talking about? The Dow Jones Industrials, it has 6 days' worth of gains, Ghost. What are you talking about, the bull market, Ghost? I've been telling you, folks, that this is fool's gold. I mean, what I've been saying every broadcast, this market is fool's gold, folks, all right? I mean, there is nothing basing, I shouldn't say that. There's nothing legitimizing this market as far as I'm concerned. There's not enough profits to justify this huge inflated market. There's not enough growth. There's not enough forecasts that, you know, even justify this kind of nonsense. So once again, it's not a matter of if, it's when this damn market starts going into free fall. And as I stated, folks, I mean, you can go ahead. There's a lot of opportunities today to go ahead and gain some liquidity because, I mean, you know, some of these stocks are getting very volatile right now. One of the industries or the sectors in general that is blowing up, I'm talking a severe bubble right before our very eyes, is the shipping sector. Any shipping stocks here within the past, I would say 2 to 3, let's say 5 days, put it that way, has literally been blowing up. I mean, I'm not joking. I mean, a complete and utter shipping sector boom in the stock market. And I even tweeted that earlier this morning, folks, all right? Now, for you folks that don't follow me on Twitter, you may be missing out on some decent stock plays. So follow me on Twitter, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. I suggested a shipping stock, all right, because it was blowing up in the pre-market. And let me tell you something right now. If you would have just heeded the call on this one, you would have made some serious. You would have made some serious money. Serious money. Now, I'm talking about Globus Maritime, folks, okay? Now, you could have got in at any point. I was literally in and out on this stock at least about 25 times. Easy. All right, and that is symbol GLBS, okay? Now, for you folks that are unaware, all right, this stock just blew up. It was 85% increase in the pre-market. So you know that there was enough people buying in the pre-market. And for you folks that are unaware what the pre-market is, if you have one of these big, huge, big-time brokers, you can actually have a option of buying on the pre-market. Of course, the commissions are going to be a lot higher, but of course, whoever bought in this pre-market it was a hell of a play, I'll tell you that way. I mean, typically the people that buy in the pre-market, it's typically working class folks that are trying to, see possibly if they go in before they actually have to go into whatever their legitimate job is. They're actually holding some shares that could potentially pop off, and these are the kinds of plays here. But man, if you would have been holding this stock, folks, all right, if you would have been holding this stock, I got in at 705, and look, I cashed out my first 1,000 before the huge wave started coming in, baby. I mean, oh my God, man! Look! Just take a look at this stock real quick. All right, GLBS. Take a look at the day's chart. All right, look at the freaking day's chart on this. The day's low started off at 610, which you probably weren't able to get. If you were lucky, you were able to catch it at about 680 a share. I mean, that was the first initial dip after the bell rang of today's session. You would have been able to get it possibly at 680, 685. I got in at about 705, okay? And, you can never catch the true bottom of the dip. You can only hope to catch enough of it to make a generous profit. Now, folks, there were some people that were, following me this morning that went in on this stock, and this stock, folks, was just blowing up so much that they halted the trading on this stock several different times. And the reason that the stock market does that is in an attempt to try to calm any over-speculation on a given stock, or they do it also if it's a massive crash on a stock. They'll go ahead and halt the trading to calm speculation. But good God, look at that! Just look at that goddamn chart! Look at that chart. Folks, if you would have just listened to me, I'm telling you, you would have made some serious goddamn money. Look at that. Look at that chart, all right? I mean, it was bebopping around for the first hour and a half at about anywhere from about 7:25 anywhere to about 8:10. And was bebopping around all that time. I got out. I cashed out one 500 block and cashed out another 500 block. And then when I started seeing another wave come in, I decided to go in at another 1,000, and I caught that wave at about $9. And I thought that wave, I thought I was maybe going to get maybe $1, maybe $2 if I was lucky, because, man, I saw that the second level, or the level 2, excuse me, and I saw all the buys on that son of a bitch. I knew that there was going to be some decent popping going on. Good God, man! This son of a bitch went as high today as $23.60. $23.60. I mean, oh, good God, man. Oh, my God. You can't even imagine how I feel. And look, there are some people, I've retweeted a couple of fellers that heeded my suggestion on this particular stock. Man, did they bought in at about 7 and change. One guy cashed out at about 18 and change. That is money, baby. Now, the reason I want to let everybody know that this is not typical, all right? I mean, you typically find these types of plays when you sniff out bubbles. Right now, we're having a shipping bubble, and the consequence of this is it's not just the consolidation of a lot of different shipping companies, but Donald Trump's presidency is literally got every investor thinking, shipping is going to be key. And, I mean, that's where the investors are going, all right? And as I stated, the investment community right now is so impulsive and so emotional that, once they go in somewhere, they're going all in. All right, I mean, they're going all in, and this chart tells the story. Look at that goddamn chart. Look at it. And I want you to also notice, folks, that once it hit that peak at about 23.60, it started going down, and you started seeing a dip, and then after about an hour, that's when all these bastards in the investment community found it, and you started. Look at that chart. It starts becoming very short, very choppy, no big dips, no big waves, and that's a consequence, folks, of when investors find that there's something on the board increasing at massive percentage rates. Every investor in this impulsive, emotional, erratic stock market goes to these things, and that's the bad part about it. I mean, you have to catch it in the morning. You understand, folks, that, you have to catch these things in the morning, because once the investors find that they're having these types of gains in a given stock, you're not going to see big dips and waves any longer. And how can you tell? Well, if you take a look at the average volume of a given stock, okay, and, if you do a symbol search on any stock, you should be able to find this. It should say average volume, average market volume. That means the average amount of shares of that share is traded on a given day. So for this share, Globus Maritime, which is GLBS, the average trading volume for this stock is 56,523 shares a day traded on this given stock. I mean, when I got out of it, it was like at 5 million shares traded. So when you see that kind of unbelievable volume in a low average volume stock, you know that the investors found it. And when the investors find it, it's not just independent investors and actual human beings on Wall Street. It's actually now these computers that now trade on algorithms. Because believe it or not, folks, you see how these waves get very, very choppy after about lunchtime on this stock. It's because the computers, these independent algorithm-based computers that are completely autonomous, that trade on, I mean, they trade so fast, it's at the whim of milliseconds in some instances. And the point of doing this is that the computer rapidly facilitates all these trades just so that they can get maybe a penny, just so that they can maybe get 2 pennies, that sort of thing. And what they do is they make, thousands and thousands of trades per day, and each one of those pennies, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, they add up, and before you know it, at the end of the day, a damn computer has generated like $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 in all these thousands of micro trades that it is autonomously creating on its own. And literally, this is what's creating all these really short, choppy waves after the initial influx of this huge wave. Look at that wave, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. And let me tell you, I got in at $9 because I thought I thought I got in kind of high. I was hoping to squeeze out another $1. Jesus Christ, man. I got out at $20. Yes. That's why I'm saying, folks, look, for you folks that ask me all the time, what do I do to become a trader? I mean, how do I do this? Well, first and foremost, I would strongly advise you to start off at a simulator. There's a whole bunch of stock simulators that you can go search for on the internets, and just start practicing on your own. And let that give you a little bit of confidence so that you can actually put your own money in play, because what you want to do is you want to be able to take money, because let me tell you, it's not easy if you're not used to taking thousands of dollars, all right, putting thousands, I'm talking tens of thousands in some cases, folks, like, thousands, 5,000, 10,000, maybe sometimes 15,000 at a time, putting it on the line in hopes of getting another 1,000, in hopes of getting another 1,500, 2,000, that sort of thing. And to be able to do that, you have to be able to calculate these patterns in which markets are traded. You got to be able to see where investors are going. And when they're going there, you know that as much as the increase is happening throughout the day, when you first see the first wave in a stock, you know it's going to dip because there's been people that have been holding the stock long term that are just wanting to get rid of it. They don't even want to hold the bag anymore. They just want to get rid of it, and that's when you're going to see a dip in a given stock. That's why, 9 times out of 10, as soon as the bell rings, even if the stock is really high on the pre-market, you're going to see a dip. But I'm not saying that happens all the time. Sometimes investors are so hard on for a stock that right when the bell rings, the damn thing just flies through the roof. Now, you have to make that judgment call as a capitalist. If it was that easy, if this stuff was that easy, everybody would be doing it, and we'd be in communism. You see that? Capitalism, it's not easy. And not to mention, you got to consistently do it if you want to consistently be on your game and consistently sustain whatever lifestyle that you are currently appeasing yourself with. You got to keep doing it. So just because maybe, like let's say today, you bought in on GLBS and you held the son of a bitch. You bought in at $7, you held the son of a bitch till 20, and you made close to 15,000, 20,000 a day on this stock. That doesn't mean jack. All right, that just means, oh man, I got lucky today. It's like poker. It's like the game of poker. No limit hold'em. Part of no limit hold'em is luck. All right? But I don't think it's as big of a factor as most people give it credit for, because in my personal opinion, it's about decision making. It's about decision making. It's about when you decide to take a chance, and when you decide to take that chance, do you profit? So when you're in a hand of poker, and let's say you got your competitor against the wall and he calls your hand and you're the winner and you literally double up your chip stack and you're ahead on the board, that doesn't mean you stop playing. That means you got to keep playing until you knock everybody off the table, all right? And once you knock everybody off the table, well, then you know what? You go take your winnings, you bask in your success, have a Baller Friday celebration, wake up and do it a goddamn again. All right, that's all there is to it, folks. I'm not joking around, man. And I know people, they don't like to hear this. A lot of people think that being rich is getting the big score and that you're going to be able to retire. There ain't no such thing as retirement. Just ask the assholes that are retiring now. Just look at the assholes that are retiring now. Look at all the old people that you're seeing bagging groceries now and checking you out at the grocery store. And, I'm not joking around. I'm not hating on these people, but as I stated, there ain't no such thing as being able to just go and retire into the sunset. You're going to always have to do something unless you want to live in a efficiency, desolate. In my personal opinion, I'm sorry, you've got to continue working. I'm sorry, I know, tough titty, it hurts, I know, but you see, when you work, you don't want to work harder, you want to work smarter. So, even though you have to wake up and work every day, you work smarter, and then whatever labor that you put in, as far as your work is concerned, whatever rewards you reap from that, you want to make sure that it appeases your life. You understand that? I'm serious. It's when it appeases your life, whatever life is to you. And I always tell this to people that make lots of money really fast. Because I'm telling you, this country is filled with people that used to be rich. Oh, man. I'm telling you, why don't you talk to somebody possibly over the age of 55, 60 years old, and they'll all tell you, oh, I used to have a lot of money. I used to drive this badass Cadillac. They'll tell you all this used to stuff. But the reason they aren't doing that anymore is because they didn't continue to sustain the continuity of their capital. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody who is a capitalist, do not stop. I mean, look at Warren Buffett, man. This guy works 15, 18 hours a day, and he's like the second richest man in the world. I mean, he was working through prostate cancer, for heaven's sake. He does not stop. And the reason he does not stop is because whatever lifestyle and whatever it is that appeases this moron, he just can't get enough. It's what fuels him. It's what keeps him alive. It's what keeps him living. Anyway, folks, my apologies. I just want to let everybody know this is not common. These kinds of humongous gains, you know, you get in at $7 and you cash out at $18. This is not common. What we're witnessing here is a shipping bubble, and you could have, man, literally, you could have thrown a dart at any of these shipping stocks and made some major capital today. I just knew that Globus Maritime was going to pop off based upon the pre-market. I didn't know it was going to pop off anywhere near $23. I'll tell you that right now. I had no idea. But you see how the market goes? You see how emotionally impulsive this market is? I'm serious, man. You get it now. This is not common. So once again, I want you to learn from this. If you profited from this stock, don't think that you're some big shot caller. All right, this is just, you took advantage of a bubble. This is very uncommon, but I want to remind everybody there's always going to be plays like this. So if you miss this play, there's always plays like this. That's the beautiful part about the stock market. That's the beautiful part about the American market system. There's always opportunities. There's always plays. There's always things to be done. So don't fret if you're looking at the stock chart on GLBS and you're like, oh my God, how come I couldn't do that? Don't worry about it, man. There's always opportunities. You just got to go out there, look for them, and seize them. All right? Anyway, let's get to the stock market. I didn't want to toot my own horn on this stock, but I had to, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, good God. Anyway, Dow Jones Industrials, and look, even though the shipping sector is through the roof, the market as a whole is down. The market as a whole is down, and the reason the market's down, folks, is because the dollar is at an all-time 14-year high, baby. 14-year high the dollar is. And that, and as much as the Fed anticipation of interest rate hikes is what's basically kind of throwing the wrench in the stock market today. That's why you kind of saw it petering throughout the day. And for the most part, it closed down on the negative, with the exception of the NASDAQ. I mean, this just proves that the investment community is just completely berserk. I mean, they're emotionally impulsive. I mean, I don't know what to say about this investment community. That's all I got to say about that, all right? Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get to the Dow Jones Industrials here, all right? Dow is down today, 54.92 points, a percentage decrease of 0.29%, closing out the Dow at 18,868.14 points for the Dow Jones Industrials. That's basically capping off that streak of consecutive days we've been seeing plus sides on the Dow. And you can thank, once again, the all-time 14-year high on the U.S. dollar. Now, what the hell does that mean? I know there's people that keep asking me, what does that mean, Ghost? Okay, the dollar is worth more. How can a dollar be worth more than a dollar? You have to understand, folks, the value of the dollar goes up and down. And there's a variety of different factors that create this happening. I mean, this is what creates this. Right now, the United States dollar is king, and it's not just king in America. People throughout the world, all right, people throughout the world are wanting to be taking out profits. They want to cash out in American dollars, because right now, American dollars are secure at this point in time. And the international community has a little bit better of a feeling about keeping their capital in American U.S. currency now that Donald Trump is elected president. And because you have not just American folks cashing out, taking profits, but everybody across the world wanting to take profits in U.S. dollars, that kind of puts a damper on the circulation of U.S. tender, meaning that there's less dollars available for those that are exchanging hands, dollars that are exchanging hands. So by consequence, because there are so many people throughout the world that are cashing out in U.S. dollars and they're holding those U.S. dollars, there's less U.S. dollars out there in the general market. And by default, it goes up in value. And how this is reflected is the decreases in the equities markets and the commodities markets. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get to the S&P. All right, the S&P is down today 3.45 points, a percentage decrease of 0.16%, closing out the S&P at 2,176.94 points for the S&P 500. Now, the NASDAQ is a completely different story, folks. And look, the reason is, in my opinion, is the majority of these shipping stocks in the shipping sector are in the NASDAQ, and they are literally just, just look them all up. Look up it doesn't even matter what shipping stock at this point in time. They're all up double-digit percentages, man. It's unbelievable. It's a freaking bubble. And like I said, folks, what goes up must come down. So those are not good long-term investments. Just be careful. They're good to play. They're good to get some liquidity from, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, unlike the S&P and the Dow, the NASDAQ is up 18.96 points increase on the day, a percentage increase of 0.36% on the day, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,294.59 points for the NASDAQ. Once again, it just proves and underscores my point that I've been saying time and time again. These damn investors don't know their asses from their elbow. I'm telling you this right now. But, there's ways to make money around this. There's ways to make money. Now, let's go ahead and go to the commodities, folks, because we have seen increases in the damn dollar, we should see some, a decent amount of impact on the negative side in the commodity sector. And let's go to energy now. OPEC yesterday claimed that they were on the brink. They were on the brink of some kind of deal that was going to cut production. And as you remember, folks, yesterday, energy as a whole, at least WTI and Brent crude, was up over 5% across the board. All right? 5% plus. All right, for the day, yesterday. All right, and that's because OPEC put out this report that, now we understand, we're going to come to an agreement, we're going to cut supply and all this other crap. BS, all right? They haven't come to no kind of an agreement yet. And then secondly, folks, which is good news for the state of Texas, baby. God bless Texas. And I think personally Texas, when Texas heard Donald Trump was going to be elected president, it decided to go ahead and give the great state of Texas oil, excuse me, you might as well say the great state of oil, folks. We have made a discovery out here, and I announced this on Twitter this morning. We've made a discovery of oil, the largest in history out here in Texas, folks, all right? Estimated $900 billion worth of oil estimated in this latest oil strike. I mean, I'm telling you right now, OPEC, I think your days are numbered. I mean, you should have at least cut 2 weeks ago, all right, before this discovery, so at least your dumbasses could have cashed out one last time before the damn oil sector starts collapsing and your damn economy start collapsing, boy. $900 billion estimates of the Texas oil strike that we have out here, folks. I'm telling you, these Arab oil-producing countries are shaking in their boots. All right, and that's not including, we struck oil out there in Alaska as well, which was another huge oil deposit. So, folks, let me tell you something. Now that Donald Trump is elected president, this man is going to open oil production for America. So not only do we become energy independent and we start seeing 90 cents, 70 cents gallons of gasoline, because I honestly believe that if we could produce our own goddamn oil, we've got the refiners. I mean, the refiners are American. I mean, all we got to do is just get that oil to the refinery, and we're going to start seeing 90 cents gallon of gas again. And on top of that, that'll bring down the cost of our energy bills, which have unfortunately skyrocketed thanks to Obama. And at the same time, folks, America becomes a producer in the oil market, folks. That's right. All of a sudden, America becomes a producer in the oil market, boy. And let me tell you, I know Saudi Arabia, Iran, Kuwait, all those sons of bitches are scared crapless, man. I mean, if we're not going to produce, if we're not going to consume their oil, who the hell's going to do it? Who the hell is going to do it? So once again, folks, America is on its way to becoming energy independent, and not just energy independent, but we're going to be producers out here. I mean, we're going to be able to sell our own oil on the world market, folks. And just imagine how much that's going to take off of the national debt. Just imagine how much GDP growth that's going to give our economy. By God, this must be a dream, man. I'm telling you, this must be a dream. I'm so happy to say President Trump. I can already feel the difference in the world today, can't you? I mean, it just feels better. I mean, screw the damn imbecilic, dumbass, millennial, liberal, long-haired, bedwetting hippies that are out here across the country getting $15 an hour from George Soros to protest like a bunch of freaking crybabies. I mean, I feel the difference in America. I feel the optimism. I can feel the success waiting to happen here in the next year, 2 years. I can see people getting back to work. I can see people getting pride and integrity in their lives again. I can see people gaining net worth, wealth. They're spending money. They're appreciating their lives. I see a lot more happy faces in the future, man. I can't wait, man. What a great time to be alive. And we did it, folks. I'm telling you, those of us on the Capitalist Army, those of us in the Trump train, we did it, man. I'm telling you. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. I got to say cheers to that. I really do feel optimistic here, man. I want to say cheers, first of all, the Capitalist Army. I want to say cheers to the Trump train. And I want to say cheers to the success of the man that brought America back in the hands of the people. And I'm talking about Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. Cheers, baby, cheers. Good stuff, baby, good stuff. Anyway, with that being said, with all the news of OPEC not coming with a deal, and moreover, the discovery of these horrifically large oil deposits in America, WTI and Brent crude are down today. That's right. WTI is down today 48 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.05%, closing out WTI at $45.33 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Now let's go to Brent crude oil, shall we? It is down today 56 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.19% on the day, closing out Brent crude at $46.39 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Now, once again, this has a lot to do with the OPEC, or lack thereof, OPEC news, and the news that, America, I'm telling you, it's about time. It's about time we become energy independent. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Now we got gasoline also down, folks, 1.36%. We saw decreases yesterday in natural gas. It was down almost 2%. It is up today. Natural gas is up 2.25% increase on the day, and heating oil is down is down 1.03%. Heating oil down 1.03% on the day. Let's go ahead and get to metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Gold, folks, is up 50 cents today. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. Dollars at all-time 14-year highs. I don't want. I'm tired of thinking or trying to guess what these investors are thinking. I'm just profiting at this point in time. All right, I'm just profiting. Anyway, gold up 50 cents, a percentage increase of 0.04%, closing out gold at $1,225 even per troy ounce of gold. Let's go to silver, shall we? Silver is down today 6 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.37%, closing out silver at $16.98 per troy ounce of silver. Man! We were just at $18 the other day, man. That sucks. You know, that's horrible. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to agriculture, folks, all right? It's pretty bloody out here in agriculture because of the high dollar, the high demand, the high value of the dollar. So let's go ahead and get to some of these agricultures here. Grains, we got corn down today, 0.79%. We got wheat modestly down today, 0.50%. Oats is up 0.21%. And look at rough rice, for heaven's sake. And the rough rice, folks, this is the new contract that obviously got put on the CME exchange. It is up 3.25% increase on the day for rough rice. Good God. Anyway, we got soybean down today, 0.38%. Soybean oil down 0.32%. And canola is up 0.29% on the day for canola. Let's get to the soft, shall we? All right, we got cocoa, the base for chocolate. It is up modestly today, 0.67% increase on the day. Coffee, coffee. Coffee is down today, 0.54%. And, you know, we've been seeing gradual decreases in coffee, but it doesn't mean you're going to pay less at Starbucks. We've got sugar. Sugar is down today, 3.74% decrease on the day for sugar. Ouch, man. I'm telling you, that's a weird market, sugar, man. Anyway, we got orange juice up modestly today, 0.14% increase on the day. Cotton is up 1.72%. That's probably anticipating the upcoming weather and all the jackets and all the layers of clothing and that sort of thing. I'm anticipating that's why we're seeing those increases there. We've got lumber up 0.86%, rubber up 0.38%, and ethanol up 0.72%. Let's get to livestock. Now, folks, livestock, in my personal opinion, is going up in value because the dollar is going up in value, and you're seeing a lot of money being made here in America here or I should say since Donald Trump was elected president. I mean, you're seeing stock markets go up, you're seeing the dollar go up, you're starting to hear that Donald Trump within the first 100 days is going to get rid of Obamacare, so you've got companies potentially wanting to expand their employee base or give already loyal employees an expansion on their responsibilities, a raise on their check, an expansion on their hours, whatever the case might be. A lot of things in the works, a lot of things happening in my personal opinion. And now at this point, I think that these investors are starting to realize that livestock, and I'm talking about steaks and all the good meats, they're going to be in demand this Christmas. They're going to be in demand this goddamn year. They're going to be in demand. So, the only reason I'm saying that is because it's the first time in a long time I'm seeing some decent gains in livestock. And look, I've been appreciating live cattle's decrease. I mean, I've been literally getting slabs of freaking porterhouse, T-bones, New York strips, you name it, man. I mean, these cuts of beef have been very cheap as of late, and I've been appreciating the hell out of it. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, we got live cattle. It is up today, 1.85% increase on the day for live cattle. Cattle feeder futures is up 1.87% on the day for cattle feeder. And folks, what have I been saying about lean hog? What have I been saying about lean hog, boy? Lean hogs up today, 3.07% on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. That's right, folks. And let me tell you, I want to reiterate that the markets should never be one sole mechanism of obtaining revenue. It should be a supplemental avenue of obtaining revenue. One should have multiple streams of revenue to secure whatever lifestyle it is that they want, to secure whatever wishes and whatever life they're trying to attain. That's why I try to let everybody know that this is just one avenue. You can make money on a variety of different capacities, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I read an article here recently about some moron. I shouldn't call him a moron, but some guy, all right, that loves Hot Wheels so much that his Hot Wheels collection is worth $1.5 million. All right? Yeah. $1.5 million this bastard's Hot Wheels collection is, and his most expensive Hot Wheel car is I think it was 200 G's, and it's because it's one of two. It's of some pink beach cruiser with a surfboard in the back, and the reason that there's not as many as in existence is because it was Hot Wheels' attempt, its first attempt, at making a car geared towards females. And the consequence of doing that is that boys would get these cars and buy them to purposely smash them with hammers. And because of that, there's not that many in existence, and as a result, we've got a goddamn... we got a market for this damn car to the point where it's worth, on this Hot Wheels market, 200 G's, for heaven's sake. So, look, I only bring that up, folks, is because there's markets for everything. All right, there's markets for products, there's markets for collectibles, there's markets for services. It's up to you as a capitalist, all right? I mean, liberate yourself, become a capitalist. How do you become a capitalist? Well, you want to be able to utilize your skills, your labor, whatever else you can utilize to obtain as much revenue as possible. Now, when you obtain revenue, that's the easy part. The hard part is either keeping it or utilizing that revenue to make more. And excuse me. And you see, you have to be able to get yourself into this mindset, folks. You got to be able to get yourself in this mindset that you can go out and view things and make money. You can find markets. You can find a service. I mean, everyone can find some level of capacity of market for you to obtain a certain level of supplemental income. And if you got one stream of supplemental income, all right, then you can try to find another one. All right? And then another one. So anyway, folks, look, I want everybody to become a capitalist. And you want to know why there's a lot of people that don't become capitalists? Because of their own fear, their own self-doubt. And you know where that self-doubt and that fear comes from? It comes from the education system. It comes from your peers. It comes from your family. It comes from everybody. Because, folks, nobody, and I know this is hard for people to believe, unless you have a good mother and father. And God bless you if you do. All right? But no one wants to see you successful, man. I'm not joking around. No one wants to see you successful. All right? And the only reason that they want to see you successful is that maybe they can suck something out of you. Whether that be, who knows, who cares? So that's why I'm trying to tell people right now, you've got the ability to do it. You just have to get rid of self-doubt. You got to get rid of self-fear, and you got to be able to take charge of your life. And believe that you can take charge of your life. I mean, belief is everything, folks. If you don't believe in yourself, then you've already lost the game. And I'm not talking about, and I know I've said this time and time again, I'm not talking about narcissism. I'm not talking about a false sense of self, which is basically comprised of many of the millennials. I mean, a lot of these damn millennials, they have a humongous sense of self, and yet they have no talent, they have no ambition, and they want to make excuses for why they're failures in life. And you see, that's another thing that people need to realize. People need to realize that you need to take responsibility. I mean, if you fail, you need to take responsibility for that failure. You can't blame the society. You can't blame your mama. You can't blame people. All right? You need to take blaming out of your vocabulary, because if you continue to blame everybody else for your own faults, then you're not going to go anywhere. Blaming other people for your misfortunes, blaming other people for your faults, is only absolving you of responsibility for what you are in control of. So that's why I'm saying, do not give yourself excuses when you fail, all right? If necessary, be hard on yourself when you fail, and try to figure out what it is that you did and rectify it, and never do it again. Because, folks, failure is a part of capitalism, all right? I mean, we all fail. I mean, you know, what pissed me off during this whole campaign with Hillary Rodham Clinton and Donald Trump, they tried to go after Donald Trump's failed businesses. I mean, which wasn't that many, folks, but they tried to go after his failed businesses. And, folks, that is a consequence of capitalism. I mean, there is no perfect businessman that every goddamn business that he makes is going to turn into gold. All right? You win some, you lose some, and those that you lose, you move on and make sure you never do that again. I mean, how dare these bureaucrats? You see, only a bureaucrat who has never accomplished anything, who's never produced anything, who's never employed anybody, who's never paid anybody a paycheck, only these bureaucrats would sit here and put a spotlight on somebody's capitalistic failures. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just makes me sick. But that's life, folks. And do not let failure drag you down into the position that many of these morons that are protesting Trump right now are. I mean, these same idiots that are protesting Donald Trump are the same assholes that were camping out in Zuccotti Park in New York during Occupy Wall Street, for heaven's sake. All right? I mean, I'm not joking around. These are the same idiots that were sitting there occupied. They haven't done crap. And you see, who are they blaming for that? They're blaming everybody. They're blaming Wall Street. They're blaming the government. They're blaming mommy. They're blaming daddy. They're blaming everybody except the man or woman in the mirror. Jesus Christ, this pisses me off. Anyway, folks, I encourage all of you to become capitalists, and you know you can do it. You know you can do it. I know you can do it. If you're listening to this broadcast, I'm giving you the tools to do it. I'm leading you to water. It's up to you to drink it. I can't show you how to drink it. I can't drink it for you. You got to figure it out, man. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. Let's lighten the mood here. I know I'm getting a little intense and a little serious, but I want people to become capitalists, man. We are now in a position, and I'm talking about Americans, we are now in the position to where we can all become mainstream badass capitalists once Donald Trump is in power, and we can become financially independent. I mean, there is enough economic growth that is in the potential for this country, and look, and that includes everything. That includes bringing in production back to America. That includes exporting energy if necessary, producing energy. That includes being able to cut the fat on all these goddamn entitlements and all these bureaucrats. That includes lowering taxes for small businesses so that they can catapult the extreme hiring that's necessary to put all these people back to work and supply these folks with honest living paying jobs. I'm talking about getting rid of Obamacare so that people can be full-time employed again. Remember overtime? People used to love, having the option of taking overtime. I mean, just imagine you can't even take overtime anymore because, they don't even want to hire you full-time. Thanks, Obamacare. I feel it, man. It's a better time in history. There's no better time in history to be a capitalist than right now. I cannot wait till Donald Trump is sworn in as president. It's going to be a great time to be a capitalist. We're going to have a great time, folks. We're going to have a great time. I can feel it. I can goddamn feel it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs. And for you folks that are unaware, all you got to do to give me a Twitter, or to get a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, is to go to my Twitter account at PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. True Capitalist Radio Live. You retweet that tweet, I will give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Hey, engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had? Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, what's going on? We got Green Leader in the place. We've got Kekvalist. I think I said that now, right? My bad. We got Stickman in the house. Who else do we have here? We've got Dr. Bristle in the place. Who else do we have? We got Jimmy Capitalist. And then, folks, Jimmy, he's becoming a father. Oh, we got a little Jimmy coming out here. We got a little Jimmy. Congrats, Jimmy. Good to hear that that's happening for you, mate. We got Cam the Man out here. We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting name. We got the Smiler in the house. We've got Great Show Ghost. Hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you. We got Jay Slot in the place. Norwegian Capitalist. We got Snow White. As a matter of fact, Snow White just announced that her and Tom are engaged. So, man, we just got great news everywhere. I mean, good God. I mean, look at what Trump's doing. Look at what Donald Trump's doing. He's bringing families together again. He's making families great again, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's great. I can already feel the optimism, man. I can feel it. Can you? God damn, I can't wait to get started on making America great again. We've got TC Capitalist. How you doing, sir? Who else do we have here? We got, I'm not saying that. There's Correct the Record again. Shove it up your ass, Correct the Record. We've got the Virtue Signal. We got AL the Game Freak in the place. Once again, if you want a Twitter shout-out, all you got to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, folks, and the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. We've got Exara Hawks in the house. We got Labor for Ghost in Korea. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, right. Shove it up your ass. We got Mark Montag. We got Supa in the place. What's going on? Who else do we have going on here? We got Mrs. Amy Daly. How you doing? Good to see you. We've got Raiden Snake in the place. What's going on? We got Hans Gubensmith. We got Pipes in the house. What's going on, the Pipes? We got Chris Hyde in the house. We got do a ghost check on ghosts. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We've got Odd Eyes Magician, Tech Capitalist. We got Podesta Sun 1, Ghost Sun 69. You sick son. Don't even kid around about that shit crap. What kind of a sick-ass name is that? What kind of a sick-ass name is that? Podesta 1, Ghost Sun 69. Ugh. You see what happens, folks, man? God damn it. When you try to make this show a little interactive out here, look how sick this internet is, for heaven's sake. Look, I'm looking at it. It's sick. It's just sick, all right? It's just sick. Give me the freaking mic. The freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Oh, man, we got windows and doors. Man, that's whoever did that pedestinate, go shove it up your ass. We got windows and doors. We got Benton Banton. What's going on? To Z Frostwire, how you doing? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? I can already see you idiots are trying to turn this into a Fruit Bowl Wednesday, and I really don't appreciate it, you sons of bitches. We got the Brony Network in the house. CDI Fan 237. I'm not saying that name for Christ's sake. Man, we got J-Man Capitalist, Pianist Cupcake. Jesus Christ. Mrs. Ghost Recipes. Ah, Jesus. God, come on. Are you serious? Are y'all guys really serious about this crap? I'm not joking, man. Jesus. I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, all right? I'm only going to take a couple more of these. I can already see where this is going. We've got NRJ Commando. We've got, what the hell does that say? Jimmy's wife's son. Jimmy's wife's son. Okay, so he's already got it. You already got him a goddamn YouTube or a Twitter account, Jimmy? Anyway, we've got Hillary's Safe Space in the house. Autographed fruitcake. Oh, that's really funny. That's great. Sergeant Yoda in the house. Blender Capitalist, whatever the hell that means. It's the Nut Shack. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, you guys are getting ridiculous with that stupid meme as well. You know what I mean? Well, that just goes to show you. You know what? I'm done. I'm only going to take a couple more of these, and that's it. We got Deplorable Choco in the place. What's going on? And we look. There's the Whore Master. Oh yes, I am the Whore Master. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. There's Flamin' Nipple Chops. Who else do we have? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, folks, all right? Jesus Christ, man. We've got the Trans Grape. Did you put a pair of balls on a grape, you idiot? I mean, when is this crap going to end? When is that goddamn troll going to end already? Jesus Christ, man. I'm only going to take a couple more. What's up, Popeye? I'm only going to take a couple more because, you people, you're getting disgusting. All right, you're getting disgusting. What's going on to I sip on liberal tears? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding. Let me sip on some liberal tears right now, all right? Hey, you liberals, you listening? Huh? Your tears taste so goddamn delicious, boy. Woo! Anyway, who else? We got John S.K. in the house. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Hookers for NG on Christmas. Hookers for NG on Christmas. That's horrible, man. Don't even say such a thing, man. That's horrible. Hookers for NG on Christmas, man. How dare you? How dare you? Smooch the Pooch Cooch. Is that really a name, you idiot? Jesus Christ. 727 caller in the house. Caleb the Capitalist. We've got Tennessee Slow Cooker. Oh, man. Geez. I mean, you guys are getting messed up, man. You guys are getting really messed up, and I'm going to have to stop it. Look at this. Podesta Pizza Party. I mean, that is highly inappropriate, ass cracks, all right? That is highly inappropriate. Good God. I mean, some of you people have some sick, sadistic minds, man. I'm serious. You people are sick in the head. I don't know what it's going to take for you people to realize this. Anyway, we got Baxter Chan. We got Swedish Capitalist in the house. We got Capitalist Magellan. What's going on? We got Dorito Burrito. There's the MySpace Mexican. TCR funded by Soros. Shove it up your ass. No, There's not one red cent from goddamn George Soros coming to me. Don't make that false indictment. Don't you dare. Don't you dare make that false indictment, boy. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, you guys are pissing me off. I'm telling you, you know what? I should just stop this damn. You know what I am? I'm stopping the freaking Twitter shout-outs. You can shove it up your ass if you think that this show is funded by George Soros, all right? You can shove it up your clogged-up poop chutes if you think that this show is being funded by George Soros. George Soros, folks. George Soros should be in prison. Good God. What's going on at Capitalist Kush? How you doing, man? And Ghost Acolyte, how you doing? Oh, Dank McGrank. Jesus Christ, man. Look, I've had enough. I've legitimately had enough of these people. That's enough. I gotta calm down, man. I gotta calm down. We are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, if you haven't done so, please go ahead and bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you haven't done so, please follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name. All one word, no underscores. And follow me on Gab, folks. I strongly advise everybody listening right now to get a alternative microblogging account at Gab. Type in your browser right now, gab.ai. That's gab.ai. Absolutely free. It's a independent microblogging service, alternative to Twitter, because screw Twitter at some point, man. I don't even know how long I've got left on Twitter. Who knows? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Good God. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue on with the show, folks. I don't know if you've heard, all right, but Donald Trump is now beginning to drain the swamp, baby. You understand? He has appointed Mike Pence, the head of his transition team, and he is already trying to get rid and axe all the Washington lobbyists away from the Trump administration. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Drain that goddamn swamp of these Washington disgusting, despicable, autocrat, bureaucrat pieces of trash. Drain the swamp. I'm telling you, man, the more news that comes out about Donald Trump, the more and more I'm optimistic about what's going on here. All right? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I cannot believe this. I am so optimistic. I'm not kidding around, man. I am so optimistic. It's just unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's just so unbelievable that Donald Trump is now the president of the United States and he's draining the swamp. Now, folks, I don't want to be too optimistic because as far as I'm concerned, the Republican bureaucratic infrastructure, the same Republicans that tried to thwart a Donald Trump presidency are still in power. So the battle's not over. So in my personal opinion, now that we've got Donald Trump in office, we need to hold these damn Republicans' feet to the fire. All right? We need to hold these Republicans' feet to the fire, and we need to make sure that Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, and all these other damn bureaucrats, they better fulfill the agenda that Donald Trump laid out in his campaign, because these are the assholes that are going to be the ones that are going to try to stop Trump, that are going to make Trump look impotent, that are going to try to say Trump isn't doing anything because they're going to halt any potential legislation that Donald Trump initiates. All right? Mark my words. And the reason they're going to do it is because they're going to want a piece of something. I mean, that's how Washington works. You're not going to get a bill passed in Congress unless all the damn Congress, all right, all the damn Congress gets a piece. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. I mean, and let me tell you something, folks. Us as the American people, we got to just hold these people's feet to the fire. Now, I'm going to have a show here in the next couple of days, once again, to explain how the average, everyday American person can take control of the government by simply participating in party politics. It doesn't matter what party you want to partake in. It just matters that you get people to your precinct, all right? So if you got a lot of friends that are willing to, go down to a certain precinct with you, that live in a precinct, go down there, and you'll be surprised that a lot of these precinct meetings, these precinct events that are party-related are barely patronized by a few people. You know what I'm saying? So you can take control of your precinct, and if you can take control of your precinct, then you can go and take control of your state control. You can take control of your state convention. You take control of your state convention, then you can start redefining the convention's platform. And when you redefine the convention's platform, that's when you can start literally removing these idiots from power. I mean, legally, too. So I don't want to get into all that, folks, but once again, I'm optimistic. Donald Trump, I mean, everything's just getting better and better. Everything's just getting better and better, and I can just feel it. I can feel it, man. Drain that swamp. Once again, Michael Pence is now the head of the transition team for the Trump administration, and he is axing all Washington lobbyists from the Trump administration, and by God, drain the swamp, baby. I'm loving it, and I'm loving every minute of it. Let me go ahead and take a sip of this. Very good, very good. Anyway, folks, I want to continue on and discuss some of these potential tappings of cabinet positions. Now, folks, believe it or not, it has been reported that Donald Trump has been meeting with El Rato. That's right, Donald Trump is meeting with El Rato. And let me tell you why. Ted Cruz now realizes that his political career in Texas is finished. All right? I mean, if this guy attempts to continue to run for the Senate seat that he currently holds, he is going to meet opposition in one Rick Perry. That's right, folks. Rick Perry is considering, the former governor of Texas, all right? All right? The former governor of Texas, for Christ's sake, is now going to run for the Senate seat that is being held by none other than Ted Cruz. Out here in Texas, Rick Perry cannot, and I repeat, Rick Perry cannot be touched politically out here in Texas, folks, all right? He cannot be touched out here in Texas whatsoever. So if Rick Perry is going to challenge El Rato to his Senate seat, I believe that Rick Perry, hands down, is going to win. All right. I believe he's going to win it. So right now, Ted Cruz knows that he is finished politically in Texas, and moreover, he is hated. He is utterly hated by the majority of Washington, if not all of Washington itself. So, I mean, he's literally a lame duck senator, and he's never really done anything as a senator. If he is going to run in opposition to Rick Perry, what is he going to say? What is Ted Cruz going to say was his big accomplishment in the Senate? He accomplished nothing. All he did was just, cause a ruckus. All he did was filibuster. You know what I mean? That's all he did. He did not do anything, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything. And you know what Rick Perry did? Rick Perry turned Texas into Texas. I mean, I know he sounded a little incompetent when he ran for president in 2012, and believe me, it was very disappointing. No, it's very disappointing to see Rick Perry, how can I put it, not necessarily fit for prime time as it related to running for president. But he did create the great economic boom that we're currently witnessing out here in Texas, folks, while everybody across the country was feeling the pinch of jobs leaving their states, economic anemia, for a lack of a better term. Out here in Texas, there was a lot of economic opportunity. There still is. I mean, we got headquarters of major corporations moving to Texas out here. We got a lot of employment opportunities in Texas out here. Texas has been able to withstand, the Obama administration and Obama Onyx. And it's been because of a lot of Rick Perry's initiatives with the private sector. And, of course, we have no state income tax in Texas. We have a very, very low corporate tax in Texas. The sales tax as a whole, depending on what county you're in, is, fairly reasonable. Very, very low regulation. There is no unions in this state. We are an at-will work state, which I think that everybody should be an at-will work state. All right? And all these components, all right? All these components, here we are, and this is why Texas is literally the fastest growing state economically in the country. And this is what Rick Perry has to run on. Now back to Ted Cruz now. Ted Cruz is looking at a Ted Perry election, and he knows that he ain't got a chance in hell. He can't run against Rick Perry. Rick Perry created what Texas is right now. So, much like Donald Trump's good friend, Vince McMahon, the guy that owns WWE, Vince McMahon is notorious for basically doing business with foes and enemies alike. He's notorious for doing that. He's notorious for doing business with people that suit him. I mean, that's the beautiful part about Vince McMahon. It's not business. It's not personal. It's just business. And that's what I believe Donald Trump is doing with Ted Cruz here, folks. And let me tell you, I do not like Ted Cruz, all right? All right? I do not like Ted Cruz, for Christ's sake. All right, because what he did to Donald Trump and those election wins in Colorado and other states was just BS. And then for him to come out at the Republican convention and try to take a shot at Trump was just ridiculous. But you see, Donald Trump doesn't take too many things personal. You see, Donald Trump sees an opportunity in Ted Cruz. Donald Trump sees Ted Cruz and sees that his political career is finished in Texas. All right? And unless Donald Trump kind of gives him a hand, Ted Cruz is going to be chasing ambulances here in the next 2 years because his political career is over. I mean, it's over. So what we have here is Donald Trump basically taking Ted Cruz and having him by the balls, okay? Now, what is Ted Cruz going to do? What appointment will Donald Trump put Ted Cruz in? Folks, Ted Cruz, even though he is a disgusting scumbag and a sniveling El Rato, this man is a hell of a prosecutor. He was a hell of a prosecutor for Texas. This man, all right? This man is just, he should have just stayed in the litigious area, all right? He should have just stayed in the legalese aspect of the component of bureaucracy. He was Attorney General out here. He should have just kept going, possibly try to become on the Texas Supreme Court. But you see, folks, this man wanted to get into politics, and as a result of getting into politics, I don't think that his prosecution mindset understood what was going on as it relates to actually applying his prowess into creating a decent political career for himself. He was more about utilizing law to basically troll people, because you can tell on Ted Cruz's face, man, he's a troll. All right? I mean, look at his El Rato face. He's a goddamn troll. All right? And you can tell he gets off on putting people in their place. And you see, I think Donald Trump knows this. And Donald Trump is basically meeting with Ted Cruz and probably talking to him very, very frankly. And basically saying, Ted, you know, your career's finished in Texas, all right? Nobody likes you in Washington. You're not going to get anything done, all right? You got Rick Perry in Texas going to run for your Senate seat. He's going to beat you. You got nothing left. You got nothing. You're El Rato. So look, Cruz, why don't you do me a favor, okay? What if I appoint you to the Attorney General, all right? What do I approve you to the Attorney General, put you the Attorney General, run the Department of Justice and start prosecuting these sons of bitches, all right? Start utilizing your power, all right? Start utilizing your power in an attempt to try to clean or drain the swamp through legal means. Start prosecuting these sons of bitches. And let me tell you, I think Ted Cruz, just on the fact that he can do it, just on the fact that he'll have the power to do it, he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Just on the fact that he has the power to do it, he'll do it. And look, he's going to have to do the bidding of one Donald Trump, because if he doesn't, what else does he have? What else does he have? Seriously. Everybody in Texas hates this guy. And the reason everybody in Texas hates this guy is because of the way he made Texas look. He made Texas look like a bunch of crybaby idiots. He acted like a goddamn liberal, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I mean? And same with John Kasich. I mean, Jesus Christ. But I'm glad that we have people that are like Ted Cruz. And I'm glad that Donald Trump is a businessman as it pertains to his politics, because I think this is a perfect opportunity to use Cruz and his unscrupulous troll-like personality to be able to sick him on the Washington establishment. Because remember, most of Washington hates this guy. All right? They hate him. And what other sweet revenge, I should say, what other sweet revenge would it be if El Rato was able to get the Attorney General position and literally cause a rift in the Washington establishment? Because that's what Ted Cruz has been wanting to do to begin with. And I believe, in my personal opinion, because I know Ted Cruz, I've read about him, I've known about him out here in Texas. He's been around out here for a few years. All right, I lived in Austin, Texas. I saw him around. I personally believe, according to all reports that I've gathered, that Ted Cruz really wants to be, if he isn't president, he wants to be on the Supreme Court. He wants to be on the Supreme Court. So I feel, in my opinion, that Donald Trump is making a negotiating deal with Ted Cruz, and probably is going to put him as the Attorney General so that he can drain the swamp and literally cause a rippling effect in Washington, D.C. Once 4 years happens, and basically Ted Cruz's work helps solidify what Donald Trump campaigned on during this campaign, and he's reelected for a second term, then Donald Trump could potentially, all right, then Donald Trump could potentially nominate a Ted Cruz for the Supreme Court. You know what I mean? I'm not joking. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, and listen, I think it's a feasible opportunity. I actually think that if Trump is really thinking this, I think it's brilliant. I mean, this is why we needed a businessman as the president. So, to be honest with you, even though I have ill feelings towards El Rato, As it pertains to the election, that's history. That's long gone. All right? That's long gone. But I personally believe we put, possibly, and look, this is just being, thrown out there as a possibility. We put El Rato as the goddamn Attorney General, and if he fulfills a promise that he's probably going to have to make in private with Trump to clean or drain the swamp, then I feel that it's a pretty decent proposition, and I'm not hating on Trump for it whatsoever. All right? Not hating on Trump for it whatsoever. Now, Billy Cossack is saying, what about all the neocons floating around? Well, unfortunately, you got to do business, with a certain element of the establishment. Now, the neocons, their particular political philosophy cannot be implemented. And, of course, the political philosophy of neoconservatism is democracy by force. That's pretty much what neoconservatism is, democracy by force. Okay? And as a result, this neoconservative political philosophy has been implemented within the past 16 years, and it's been an utter failure. Now, in my personal opinion, if you want my opinion what Donald Trump is doing, he's just vetting all these people. Neocons, Goldman Sachs executives, all kinds of individuals, just so that he can compile, in my opinion, some kind of a blackmail list, a little bit of a list, Remember, Donald Trump now has the FBI who can literally do a background check on each and every one of these people, and Donald Trump, being the president, can just compile these in a file somewhere and know everything about these neocon bastards. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is how you play the game. Remember, Donald Trump is an outsider, and when I mean outsider, I'm talking an outsider of the political class coming in. So this man's not stupid. He knows what he has to do. I wouldn't be surprised if that is his strategy. If this man is compiling all the information from all these neocons and all these people that are claiming they want to be a part of the administration just so that he can extreme vet them and have files on these people. I'm serious. I honestly believe that's the true intention of why he's allowing anybody and everybody to come in. Oh, you want to come in? Come on. Let's vet you. All right? Let's do a background check on you. But that is a good point. But I have no doubt, believe me, I have no doubt that Donald Trump is a devout nationalist. I have no doubt that Donald Trump wants to make America great again, and he will not, and I repeat, will not repeat the baseless wars that have been implemented for the past 16 years. He will not. Anyway, let me continue going on, folks, okay, because I personally believe, him tapping Ted Cruz, all right? Him tapping Ted Cruz was, it's a decent move, all right? It's a decent move. I'm serious. I think that by tapping Ted Cruz, he's tapping into a hated personality in Washington. This guy is not a part of the political establishment in Washington, for Christ's sake, all right? So I like where this is headed. I tell you, this man is thinking like a capitalist. I'm telling you, Donald Trump, man, you the man, baby. You the man. And you know what? On top of that, on top of all this, Donald Trump has kicked out the mainstream media out of any kind of press pool that follows him around like a goddamn albatross. All right? Have you noticed this? And the mainstream media is pissed off that Donald Trump is not allowing them to follow him around everywhere he goes, for Christ's sake. Did you see the mainstream media last night? Did you see the headline on CNN? Breaking news, Donald Trump goes out to dinner with family. Dun, dun, dun. Good God, man. I'm telling you, this mainstream media knows that its days are numbered. Now, I think that Donald Trump, if you're listening, or Donnie Jr. or Eric or somebody within the administration there, if you're listening, I've got a suggestion for you. This mainstream media is not a journalistic outfit anymore. It is nothing more than a paid propaganda wing. You know what I mean? Seriously. It is a propaganda wing, for heaven's sake, and it's nothing but slanderous lies. This goddamn garbage of media does nothing to inform the American populace. If anything, not only does it lie, now we've got the media encouraging, if not enticing, if not fueling the fire of the violence that we're witnessing across the country. They're trying to inspire racial hatred, for Christ's sake, man. This mainstream media is dangerous, for Christ's sake. It's dangerous. So I propose something. Donald Trump as president, I think that what you should do is nationalize the media. That's right. I said nationalize the media, because remember, these cable TV stations and network TV stations and radio stations and all these freaking network television stations, they all have to fall under the rules of the FCC. All right? FCC. Now, in my personal opinion, Donald Trump can nationalize the media. Now, I'm not saying we have a government-run media. I know people are like, what, Ghost? What are you talking about? A government-run media? You gotta be joking. That's not what I'm telling you, all right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Donald Trump nationalizes the media and then auctions it off. All right? Auction it off to the highest bidder, and then make a set of legal standards, legal journalistic standards that the new owners of the media have to oblige and strictly enforce it. Strictly enforce it. Because, folks, that's the only way this mainstream media is going to be honest again. Because right now, they can say whatever they want. They can put whatever they want. They can be as deceptive as they want. They have no rules. And the only way that Donald Trump can rectify this is by nationalizing the damn media and then auctioning it off to whoever purchases it. And these are private entities. I'm not saying we have a state-run media. I'm saying that he nationalizes the media and then auctions it off. And whoever buys it has to oblige a strict journalistic standard that informs the people, not deceives the people, lies to the people, or makes any intention on trying to coerce the people into something that's non-objective. All right? I mean, we need a media that informs the people objectively, that gives people the information that is not biased or that is not slanted. All right? I'm not joking around. I mean, this is the only way we are going to be able to get rid of this media. Because it's a monopoly, folks. I mean, take a look at the diagram. I'm sure there's a bunch of graphic diagrams showing that the mainstream media is owned by like 4 or 5 different entities, okay? And it doesn't matter what brand of media, what medium of media, magazine, print, radio, TV, they're all owned by the same handful of idiots, all right? And that's why I'm saying the only way we're going to rectify this deceptive media is if Donald Trump comes in and nationalizes the whole damn thing. And look, I'm not saying we need a state-run media. I'm not even considering that. But what I am saying is that there needs to be some journalistic standards that have to be legally binding. Because if there is no journalistic standards that are legally binding, we're going to continue to see this type of crap that we've been watching on the media forever, since forever. And it's time for us as American people to slap ourselves back into reality and realize that we want to truly be informed. that we want to truly be enlightened with the truth. We don't want to be deceived, all right? We don't want to be lectured to, all right? I mean, we want to be informed and want to be properly informed in an objective manner. We don't want a politically slanted newsreel. And that's just my personal opinion, folks. I mean, you know, I see no other remedy from getting rid of this mainstream media. They're way too big. There's way too much money. And these people are going to continue to do the deceptive, disgusting, despicable, propaganda-based, violence-enticing broadcasting that they are doing unless somebody does something about it. Somebody needs to do something about it. Now, as far as the Internet is concerned, leave the Internet alone. I mean, the Internet is a vast variety amount of information, and it's up to the individual sites itself, the social media sites, to monitor what kind of news and fake news and all this other stuff that's going around, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, no. Somebody's saying that nationalizing the media into a single entity, into a private capacity. No, I'm not saying that one entity owns the media. I say that we break off this whole conglomeration of media into, you know, millions of parts. I mean, each and every one of these media conglomerates owns newspapers. They own radio stations. They own cable stations. They own cable networks. I mean, you know, you could be able to auction off each and every one of these components to the private sector and be able to generate a decent base of journalistic outlets that'll actually tell the objective truth, man. So that's just my 2 cents on that, folks, because I don't see this mainstream media going anywhere, all right? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and move on to the next subject matter. Speaking of social media, look at Twitter, folks. Have you seen the great alt-right purge that Twitter is conducting itself in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you witnessing this? All right, I'm not joking around. Are you witnessing what's going on with Twitter? I mean, now they're just banning everybody. Everybody from the goddamn alt-right political perspective from Twitter. And I think that's utterly disgusting, folks. Because what they are doing right now is they are cutting the lines of communication from main influential alt-right voices, alt-right microbloggers, cutting off their communication. And you see, folks, by Twitter doing this, they're being very effective at shutting up a lot of these conservative voices. For instance, look at Milo Yiannopoulos. I haven't heard Dick. Well, maybe that's the wrong term to use in reference to Milo, but I haven't heard diddly from Milo ever since he's got banned from Twitter. The infamous Ricky Vaughn on Twitter, once he got banned, haven't heard nothing from Ricky Vaughn. And you see, folks, this is the actual agenda on why Twitter is doing this to certain alt-right accounts, certain high-followed right-wing or conservative accounts, folks. They're doing this to choke off our communication point. You know what I mean? And I believe they're doing a decent job at doing it because, as I stated, folks, once these people get taken off Twitter, their outreach becomes very limited. Very limited. So that's why I'm trying to encourage everybody, look for another alternative and let's just go as a whole. It doesn't matter if you're right-wing or left-wing or centrist or anarchist or whatever you are. All right? We need another communication venue that we can speak freely and not have the goddamn digital Gestapo silencing in our asses, man. I mean, come on. And that's why for the meantime, because right now this particular service is not throwing ads, they're accepting donations. So it's at the very beginning of this microblog, And look, we need an alternative to this damn Twitter. We need to put Twitter in their goddamn place, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? We need to put Twitter in their place. And what I'm suggesting is that everybody get a Gab account. Now, I know that there is a waiting list of 100,000 people, okay? I know that, all right? But give it about a week or two, you will be approved, all right? They're just trying to make sure that they're not getting bot accounts. You know, they don't want, bogey accounts or anybody who's going to have multiple accounts that basically has compromised Twitter's integrity at this point in time. And they want to make sure that everybody who is registering is a real person. All right, but once again, I strongly advise everybody to get a Gab, and of course, you can get there by putting in your web browser gab.ai. They're not paying me to say this. All right, they are not advertisers. I'm saying this because we as people need another avenue. We need another avenue, for Christ's sake, man. We need another avenue to communicate, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. I'm not joking around. I'm tired of Twitter, man. They think they're the digital Gestapo, man. They think they're the digital Joseph Stalin. Screw you, Jack. I'm not talking to you. Screw you, Jack, you stupid dumb fruit bowl. Huh? Oh, my God. It makes me sick. Why? I mean, can somebody explain to me why the Twitter shareholders aren't calling for a hostile takeover and ousting this stupid moron, Jack, whatever the hell, Dempsey, whatever the hell his stupid fruit bowl ass name is? Huh? I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I'm sick of Twitter, man. I like the Twitter format. I like the micro-blogging format. And the reason I like it is because it's very compatible, very portable. You don't necessarily have to hear everybody's BS, for Christ's sake, man. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I hate Facebook. First of all, I don't have a Facebook. All right? But, I mean, I lurk Facebook, okay? And to hear all these people, man, and Facebook really makes me sick, all right? I mean, countless people,
oh, I had a bad day today, and I hated this person that was standing in front of me in line, and he told me, like, F you, and shut up! You see, that's what I like about Twitter. You can only, put so much, a little small blurb, maybe a link, and that's it, all right? It makes you become a little bit more verbally colorful in a very, very short, compacted capacity. I like Twitter, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, Jack Dorsey over here, for whatever reason, likes, I don't know, D. Ray McKesson and Black Lives Matter and is a leftist piece of trash. You know what I mean? And as a result, we got the freaking digital Gestapo. So once again, let's go to another place, all right? Gab.ai, all right? And look, if Gab gets a little too authoritarian, which I don't anticipate anytime soon, then we get the hell out of there, all right? Because literally, we got to make sure that these damn social medias know that we're not going to be loyal to them just because they can somewhat change their terms of services. They can sit here and become totalitarian. No, screw you, F you, all you social media sites, all right? I mean, without our patronage, without people patronizing social media sites, they would be nothing. They would have no revenue. They would have no content. They wouldn't have crap. And I wish people that partook in social media understood this. I'm serious. I wish you folks understood this, that, why in the hell are you going to stay loyal to a totalitarian digital Gestapo? That's why I encourage folks, man, go out there, let's look for another alternative, all right? Look for another alternative. And look, Boat just tweeted at me the mission of Twitter. Our mission, to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly, without barriers. Here it is right here. I'm going to retweet what Boat just sent me. Here it is. Look at this. What a joke is right. What a joke. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm going to move on from this because I could probably go on this all day, for Christ's sake, man, all right? Anyway, folks, anti-Trump violence is on the rise, folks, huh? It's on the rise everywhere. I mean, there's all kinds of clips coming out. People are, attacking anybody with a MAGA hat or anybody who is pro-Trump, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. How quickly the love turns to hate on the left, huh? I mean, what have I always told you about liberals, huh? What have I always told you about the left? They are the biggest disingenuous personalities on the planet, all right? They're fake. They're phony. All of them. All of them. They're phony and fake. And the proof is in the pudding right here. I mean, well, what's up with all the anti-Trump violence all of a sudden? I mean, Trump's not even in office yet. And they're going out here wanting to become violent, for Christ's sake. What happened? What happened to peace and love, dude? What happened to that crap? What happened to all peace and love? Whatever happened to Kumbaya, my love, Kumbaya? I mean, what happened to that crap? You see? That's what I keep telling you, folks. These liberals are not peaceful. They're not tolerant. They never were. I always said it. Nobody believed me. That's why I keep telling you, folks, we cannot go and extend our hand and unify with these leftist pieces of trash. We can't do it. I spit on you, leftists, and I will continue to spit on you until you decide either you want to stay in this country and literally oblige the American way, or you get the hell out of here and go to Venezuela where you belong. Get the hell out of the country! I'm serious. I'm not going to encourage anybody. I'm not going to encourage anybody to unify with the left. All right? I'm not joking around. Hey, and thank you very much, Carolina Capitalist. Let me go ahead and retweet directly to that. This was brought to me by the user Carolina Capitalist. Atlanta man jokes about voting for Trump, gets shot to death. Look at that. Isn't that great? Look at that. I'm sure the person that killed this black man was another black man. Don't Black Lives Matter? I thought Black Lives Matter. What happened to Black Lives Matter? What happened to Black Lives Matter, for Christ's sake? What happened to Black Lives Matter? Right there, folks. Huh? Atlanta man jokes about voting for Trump, gets shot to death. Huh? Oh, isn't that so tolerant? Isn't that so liberal? Isn't that so peaceful, folks? That's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling you, we're getting sick and tired of sitting back, trying to be civil, while these dumbass leftist pieces of trash cause all kinds of civil disorder. And I'm telling you, at some point in time, we're going to get tired of this. And I'm warning you, liberals, man. I'm warning you. You continue doing this nonsense, we're not going to continue standing by and holding our breath and just sitting on our thumbs out here, all right? At some point in time, you're going to be met with some resistance that's going to be a little bit too physical for your own comfort. And I'm warning you, liberals, you're starting to piss us off. All right? We're being very constrained down here. We are trying to act like adults. All right? But I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you liberals. You continue with this, don't be surprised what happens to your dumb little stupid snowflake crybaby asses. Because we're getting sick and tired of this. I know I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of it. And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of people on the Trump train. I know there's a lot of people listening in that are probably not even on the Trump train that are sick and tired of this as well. I'm getting sick and tired of it. And let me tell you, we had to endure 8 goddamn years of a president that literally threw America down the tubes about 25 years, okay? if not 30 years. I mean, he threw the black community, and I'm talking about Barack Obama, he threw the black community back about 60 years in race relations, in economics, politics, sociality, for Christ's sake, man. It just makes me sick, man. Really makes me sick. Anyway, folks, let me move on to the next subject matter, man, because I could talk about that forever as well, because these anti-Trump idiots, man, I'm telling you, they need to be met with some extreme physical, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, Russia, folks, in surprise to me, okay? I know I've been saying that Russia is not anti-globalist, and if they were anti-globalist, that they would renounce the International Criminal Court, that they would renounce, these international institutions. Well, Russia withdraws from the International Criminal Court. So what I've been saying about Russia not necessarily being totally anti-globalist is starting to fade just a little bit, folks, because Russia withdrawing from the International Criminal Court at The Hague shows that they don't want to acknowledge these international institutions any longer. And by not acknowledging these international institutions, it proves that, maybe Russia isn't globalist after all, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a breath of fresh air, folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a breath of fresh air. That's a breath of fresh air, to say the least. I mean, listen, I always thought that possibly this was a collusion attempt between Russia and Obama, so on and so forth. I'm glad it isn't. I'm glad it isn't. I'm glad Russia is starting to show signals that they are not globalists. They're withdrawing from the criminal. And this is a big deal to me. To me, it's a big deal. Them withdrawing from the International Criminal Court at The Hague is a big effing deal. And the reason they said they left is because it was, quote, one-sided. All right? It was, quote, one-sided. So anyway, let's hope for the best, all right? Let's hope for the best as it relates to international peace, because, what happened? What happened to the liberals wanting peace? Whatever happened to John Lennon liberals? Remember those guys? Remember John Lennon-type liberals? All we are saying is give peace a chance. That's all we're saying. Whatever happened to those bastards? Huh? Now all of a sudden, you got these liberals that are goddamn chicken war hawks all of a sudden. You got these damn liberals wanting to go to war. During the Bush administration, these same damn liberals were all throwing peace signs in the air, claiming they wanted to end the war in Iraq. Now these same liberals want to go to war. Jesus Christ, man, how much full circle we have come, man. Unbelievable. And you liberals, I'm telling you, I'm not coming together with liberals, man. I don't want to shake their hand. I don't want to call them even Americans. They're burning our flag. They're spitting on our troops. All right? They're taking advantage of our freedom so that they can spew out their hatred. Screw you, liberals, man. Screw you, dumbass wastes of human life that refuse to take responsibility for your own selves, for Christ's sake. That's the basis of most of you liberals, all right? You want to avoid responsibility and blame everybody for your stupid, pathetic life. Jesus Christ, man. Let me move on before I get pissed off here. In France, all right, French news, far right-wing leader of the National Front Party, Marine Le Pen, says that a Trump-Le Pen-Putin trio would bring world peace. And I believe that. Let's just hope these frogs down there in France have enough goddamn common sense to elect Le Pen, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm serious, man. I mean, I honestly believe that we could have some decent world peace. We could start making money again. We could start trading. We could start producing something again. I've been saying this for years. We don't produce a goddamn thing anymore. It's time for America to start producing products that not only we can sell here in America, but we can sell across the world. We need to become the bastions of capitalism again, not the bastards, not the bastards, the bastions of capitalism. That's what I'm talking about, folks. We need to become the bastions of capitalism. And you know what? I agree with Le Pen. And I hope that those French frogs out there, with all due respect, the reason I'm calling you French frogs is because look at what you've done to Europe. Look at what you've done to your country. Look at what you've done to the great city of Paris. Look at what you liberals have done. Look at what you've done. You've caused enough damage. You damn French frogs, all right? Take the damn frog legs out of your goddamn ears and go out and vote for Le Pen. Vote for a complete change. Vote for world peace. Vote for these goddamn wild Yehudis to be just deported from your country. And like Donald Trump says, why can't we have refugee camps in these people's countries and let the goddamn Middle Eastern countries pay for the son of a bitch? Why is it that America has to, and not just America, but Europe has to be the ones that flipping the bill and housing these particular individuals? Unreal. Unreal, man. Unfreaking real. And hold on just a second. I'm sorry to get off the subject matter here, but is this a troll or is this for real? Somebody just showed me that there's a George Soros advertisement on my show right now. Are you kidding me? You gotta be... That George Soros! You picked a trap! God damn you, George Soros! God damn you! Freaking George Soros is advertising on my goddamn broadcast! George Soros! Oh my God! Ah! You bastard! You bastards! Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Now I got freaking George Soros trolling me, for Christ's sake. Now I got George freaking Soros, the Prince of freaking Darkness, trolling me. Good God. I can only imagine George Soros, you know what I'm saying? I can imagine this asshole. Yes, I want to buy advertising on the True Capitalist Radio because I don't like how the ghost likes to make fun of me and tries to imitate me, and I want to show Ghost that his show is mine. Everything is mine. I can do anything I want. I am George Soros. I can do anything I want. I could buy advertising on Donald Trump White House right now. Everything is mine. Blog Talk Radio is mine. Your mother's coochie is mine. Your father is mine. Your 50 children are mine. And as I told each and every one of you, you are nothing compared to George Soros. You are nothing. You cannot defeat me. I am George Soros. I am undefeatable. And that's why I am the Prince of Darkness. and I will show all of you true power. How do you like that, Ghost? Huh? How do you like that? I am advertising on your show because it's mine. Everything is mine.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even want to... That's enough. All right? I've had about enough of this. All right? I hope that's a troll. I hope that that's not a real advertisement, but who the hell knows anymore? Who the hell knows anymore? Good God. Give me my drink. Oh, my God, folks. Anyway, where the hell was I there, engineer? All right. Well, I was talking about how the French far-right leader of the National Front Party, Marine Le Pen, is quoted as saying that a Trump-Le Pen-Putin trio would bring world peace, and I completely agree with Le Pen. I completely agree with Le Pen, so I hope that you French frogs that are listening to me from across the pond over there, all right, I hope that you people go out and vote for Le Pen, all right? It's about time for you people to make a change in your country. Look at what leftism has done. Look at what it's done to Paris. It is a garbage pissing hole, all right? Seriously. I remember when it's Paris, as a matter of fact, for you folks that aren't aware. I remember when Paris was a very rich, vibrant city. You know what I'm saying? A rich, vibrant city of culture and art and all kinds of different variants of the French culture. Look at it now. Look at it now. It is a street filled with wild Yehudis. Streets filled with wild Yehudis that are sitting there on the streets, that are sitting around in tents. There's piss and shit on the floor. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That's modern day Paris, folks. Thank you, liberals. All right? Thank you very much, liberals. Give me a freaking break. You frogs better go out there and vote for Le Pen. If not, then I don't know what the hell's going to happen for future French and U.S. relations, because it's obvious you people are in la-la land. You people must be drinking wine out of lead bottles, and you're losing your stupid French frog mind. All right? It's time for you to stop, and it's time for you to go in and vote Le Pen. All right? Vote Le Pen, morons! Anyway, let's talk a little bit about something we discussed yesterday. Now, North Korea, yesterday, I reported this, that North Korea is making a plea to the government of China to stop its citizens from calling Kim Jong-un fat. Oh, Kim Jong-un is getting a little triggered. Is getting a little triggered. Oh. Well, anyway, I guess, I don't know, China and North Korea must have some very decent relations, because China responded today by banning the search term, and I'm not joking, this is the actual search term, Kim Fatty III from all Chinese search engines. I'm not kidding around. This is an actual report. All right, China responded to North Korea's plea on not allowing its citizens to call Kim Jong-un fat by banning all search term, or banning the following search term from all Chinese search engines, banning this term, Kim Fatty III. Kim Fatty III, for Christ's sake. What did I say yesterday to Kim Jong-un? What did I say to him yesterday? I said, keep eating, fatty! Keep eating! Oh, my God. Is that what China is calling Kim Jong-un? Are you kidding me? Kim Fatty III? Let me tell you something. I mean, it's a lot. I think it's a little bit more knife twisting in the heart
when you call somebody fatty as opposed to fat. You know, when you call somebody a fatty, I mean, I think there's something a little bit more piercing about the word fatty as opposed to calling somebody fat. So I guess this is what Kim Jong-un was getting all butthurt about, right? Give me a damn break. Keep eating, fatty! Keep eating! And not to mention, folks, Kim Jong-un has got a cheese fetish. I'm not kidding around. You can look this up, do a Google search, put Kim Jong-un cheese addiction, and see what comes up. I'm not joking around. That's why this guy's fat. All right. Too much cheese, man. You'll fatten the ass cheese. Anyway, we are now in the third and final hour, folks, of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. If you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Once again, if you have not bookmarked or favorited the website of True Capitalist Radio, all you've got to do is go to blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And let me go ahead and encourage you, anytime that you have nothing to do, there is almost 1,450 hours of content of True Capitalist Radio there to download absolutely free, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely free. So anyway, folks, I want to once again thank everybody for tuning in with me. If I could encourage everybody to spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here, and I think I've already said the website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Anyway, folks, let me get to these last couple of subject matters, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. We were talking about how China has responded to North Korea by banning the search term Kim Fatty III. Kim Fatty III. So, once again, all I've got to say to Kim Jong-un is, keep eating, fatty! Keep eating! Anyway, folks, let me move on here. Now, I want to move on to this last subject matter because this is really what I've been discussing here for the past couple of shows as it relates to the millennials and them being stupid and ignorant and self-absorbed, talentless, useless. What I'm about to tell you just underscores that even more. Now, if you're not aware, there is a organized movement across campuses here in America. They are going to stage, and I'm not joking, folks, this is actually true, they are going to stage a shit-in. I'm sorry for cursing, folks, but that is what they are doing. They are going to stage a shit-in for gender bathroom equality. I mean, give me a freak. I mean, give me a break, man. I mean, give me a goddamn break. I mean, what is this? A shit-in? A freaking shit-in? Oh, my God. You know what? Give me the mic. I mean, this is getting ridiculous, all right? I'm not messing around. This is getting utterly ridiculous. A shit-in? And you know, what's really unfortunate, folks, is it's not even the transsexual community that's doing this. You know who's doing this, and you know what I feel is happening here? I feel that it's the LGB and the social justice warriors hijacking the transgendered strife and the transgendered struggle and highlighting that so that they can virtue signal to others that, oh, look at me, I care about gender equality. And to be honest with you folks, the only people that are bitching about gender equality as it pertains to taking a dump are non-passable transgenders. And let me tell you, if you're a non-passable transgendered, well then maybe you need to step your game up. All right, seriously, I'm tired of this. I am so tired because that's really what this is defending. I mean, this bathroom crap, it isn't defending anybody who looks passably transgendered. Like, you could not guess that person was a male or a female if they're transgendered. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? Isn't that the point? I'm just saying, this whole, gender bathroom equality crap has nothing to do with actual transgenders. It has everything to do with a bunch of virtue signaling, liberal, social justice warrior, lesbo, gays, and I don't know if bisexuals, I guess. I have no idea. Because if you actually look at a woman, okay? If you actually look at a woman, and you cannot tell that that's a transgender, that's the point. Why would you even be able to tell if they went into a damn restroom? I mean, same with a transgendered woman, that is looking like a man. If they really take the hormones and, chop the breasts off and put a sock in the midsection area or whatever, I mean, how in the hell are you going to tell that's a damn woman? I mean, that's the point. I mean, if you're truly transgendered, the point is for you to look like the opposite sex so you can't be clocked. But you see, this whole bathroom gender equality crap has everything to do with the ugly cross-dressers, the transvestites, these disgusting, obnoxious bull dykes. And let me tell you a little story about bull dykes, all right? I'm not a big fan of bull dykes. And look, I don't mean to lump a group by its majority, because, I mean, I know I've met bull dykes that are very, very good people, business owners. I know that there are exceptions to the rule, all right? Now, with that being said, the reason I don't like bull dykes, folks, is because they look like a fat middle school kid. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, they look like fat middle school kids, and with all due respect, I mean, I've got to sit here and take this person serious. I mean, I find it hard to take this person serious, man. I mean, they look like a fat middle school kid. And moreover, folks, I think it's an excuse. I think bull dykes are an excuse for lazy women to be slovenly and give them a reason to not make themselves up and wear makeup and get their hair did and go out and buy clothes and exercise and that sort of thing, folks. In my personal opinion, I think that's exactly what's going on. I mean, hell, look at Lena Dunham, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? I mean, you can tell that the reason this woman is doing what she's doing is because she's a fat, disgusting stack of human protoplasm, all right? And she's lazy. She doesn't want to do what it takes to be an attractive woman, and being a bull dyke is an easy way, to basically score something. You can be an obnoxious, hideous, slovenly, disgusting, unhygienic piece of tub of crap as a bull dyke, and you can actually get something looking like that. You can't do that as a man. You know that? You can't go up to a woman as a fat, disgusting, slovenly, unhygienic piece of sweaty crap like these bull dykes and be able to pull off a chick. And that's what my personal opinion is. I believe that bull dykes is nothing more than an excuse for women that are just lazy, that don't want to go out. They don't want to buy clothes for themselves. They don't want to get their hair did. They don't want to put on makeup. They're just fat, lazy tubs of crap. And they know that, hey, there's a certain demographic of lesbianic woman that likes fat, tub-o-lard, bull-dyke, bull-nosed tubs of shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, listen to me. Just think about it for a second. Think about this for a second. I mean, look at all. I mean, have you seen a lesbian couple before? It's always this obnoxiously disgusting, fat, like I said, middle school looking kid, okay, with like some feminine looking woman. Now, a man can't do that. I'm telling you, a man can't look like a disgusting, slovenly bull dyke and go up to a woman and literally score anything. And you see, that's what I'm telling you about bull dykes. It's an easy way for women, all right? It's an easy way to women to just be a fat, disgusting tub of crap so they can eat what they want, they can do what they want, they can drink what they want, they can dress how they want. I mean, if they want to wear just complete rags, I mean, who cares? They're a disgusting bull dyke. They can wear their hair how they want. You know, they want to cut their hair short. It'll be easy for them, you know, just to kind of wake up with bedhead. I mean, these are just lazy dykes. Now, the reason I bring this up is because it's mostly these bull dykes are the ones that are out here calling all this gender equality restroom horse crap. All right? It's them. It's not, you know, transgenders that actually look like men or women. All right? Transgenders who actually look like men or women, they're not having this bathroom problem. All right? I'm serious. They're not having this goddamn bathroom problem, for heaven's sake. All right? It's these disgusting bull dykes, the cross-dressers. And look, I'm not a big fan of cross-dressers either. I know there may be some cross-dressers that listen to me. I'm sorry. Pick a gender, all right? Pick a goddamn gender. You're either going to be an ugly man like you are during the day, or you're going to be an obnoxious clown woman like you are at night when you're out there lip-syncing at the gay clubs, all right? I mean, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, man, I'm just saying, look, I don't like cross-dressers. And the reason I don't like cross-dressers, folks, is because, have you ever seen a cross-dresser? They look like clowns, folks. All right, they're wearing clown makeup, and some of them have, you know, beards. I mean, it just, I'm just tired of this crap, man. I mean, pick a gender, all right? And like, especially you pansexuals. You pansexuals, you're just greedy. You know that? You're just greedy. You're just trying to see whatever will play with your genital. I mean, this is just, you know what? I'm getting sick of it. I mean, we got goddamn stupid asshole kids, these stupid black millennials out here staging shit-ins in campuses across America. Staging shit-ins. Oh, my God. Give me the mic. Hey, look, I don't think it's fair that you idiots are taking advantage of the transsexual strife, all right? Let me tell you, I know a few transgenders. I mean, they're a part of my inner circle. And let me tell you, they don't appreciate, you know, lesbians, gays, bisexuals hijacking their strife and acting as if they're staging something for the transsexual benefit, all right? I mean, and as I've stated time and time again, all right, the transsexual strife is not sexual in nature. It is a role in society-based identity. You understand that? They are not like these, you know, with all due respect, these very promiscuous homosexuals who are on Craigslist and on Grindr looking for random sex acts on a daily basis. All right, most transgenders want an actual mate, an actual monogamous relationship. All right? And for, these lesbos, these gays and bisexual and social justice warriors to captivate the transsexual strife is just completely disingenuous. It's completely irresponsible. And I think that transgendered should, rise up. Well, maybe that's a bad term to be using there, but they need to stand up for themselves and tell these gays and lesbos and bisexuals that they don't speak for you. That they don't speak for you. That they don't understand your plight. They don't understand your strife, so on and so forth. Seriously, man, I'm not joking around. Anyway, folks, last but not least, aside from these kids out here at campuses across the country wanting to host shit-ins for gender bathroom equality, a lot of other ones are demanding that campuses be sanctuary areas, huh? Oh, sanctuary areas now. Oh, good God, man. You know what? Trump, I hope you do nothing about this college debt situation. These people deserve this debt. I'm sorry. You kids deserve to be in the serfdom that you beg for. I'm serious. You know what, Trump? Don't do crap for these kids, man. Let them suffer. Let them suffer. They wanted to go out there. They wanted to go to college. They wanted to stage shit-ins. They wanted to create sanctuary campuses, for Christ's sake. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing for these goddamn idiots in their college debt. Don't do jack. They deserve it, man. They put their goddamn names on the dotted line. They put themselves in $50,000, $60,000 in debt, and they didn't even have a job. I mean, that's how stupid our children are. That's how stupid the millennials are. They're putting themselves in $50,000, $60,000 in debt, and they don't even have a job. I mean, they're putting themselves in this debt hoping they get a job. I mean, it's the biggest scam of all time of idiots. I mean, what did P.T. Barnum say from Barnum and Bailey Circus? There's a sucker born every minute, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, it couldn't better be said for the idiot kids and millennials that put themselves in debt. All right? Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry. Look, I think that you kids deserve it, man. You deserve to be in debt. You know what I mean? You deserve to be in debt. And I hope Trump doesn't do a damn thing for you people. I'm serious. You dumb millennial pieces of college debt-ridden pieces of trash. I hope Trump doesn't do a goddamn thing for you pieces of crap. Stupid, ungrateful little idiots. And you know what? You could sit there, you could cry, you could piss, you could moan, but you know what? Barack Obama nationalized the student debt program, you idiots. Do you know what that means? That means that the government can go out and arrest you for that debt. They've already done it to a few people. Why don't you YouTube it yourself? Do a YouTube search. Do Department of Education SWAT team. Go ahead and look up that, and you're going to be very surprised. All right? You're going to be very surprised that the Department of Education has a SWAT team, and the reason they do so is because that little student loan that you took out, well, that was nationalized because of Barack Obama, and because of that, you can no longer file college debt in bankruptcy. Because before, you could just file college debt into bankruptcy with your damn credit card debt, and who gives a crap? I mean, if you are a tenured professor, which is what happened to many of these professors now, you can go up to them and ask them. They put themselves in college debt. They knew that they weren't going to pay it off, so they got themselves a doctorates. And once they got themselves a tenured position, they just filed for bankruptcy. And when you have a tenured professor position, man, you're making at least $80,000 starting off. $80,000 a year starting off. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I've had enough of this. All right, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. all you got to do is give me a call right now at 425-390-6146. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? And before we get into anything else, I want to remind everybody that the Meme War Soldier apparel, once again, is 10% off until Friday, and then after Friday, the Meme War Soldier apparel will be pulled off of the market. They will be no longer sold, all right? So once again, folks, I'd like to remind everybody you can click the 10% off link on my Twitter account. The Twitter account, again, is Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And it is the pinned tweet on my Twitter account, okay? It is the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. Click that link, get 10% off, and get yourself a Meme Wars Soldier apparel, whether it's a mug, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a hoodie, whatever. And on top of which, folks, it is a relic of the Meme Wars. It is a relic. I mean, just think, man, we memed the president into the White House. We memed the president into the goddamn White House. Who the hell says that meme magic isn't real, boy? Who in the hell said that meme magic isn't real? So once again, folks, as I've stated, go to my Twitter account and click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. Friday, Meme Wars apparel will no longer be available. Anyway, hey, engineer, do we have any Twitter shadow? Do we have any Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Radio Graffiti right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some callers here. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Ghost. How are you today?
Moon Man, what's going on?
Well, I would like to congratulate you on your conversion into the KKK by taking you to a bar on 6th Street and getting wasted.
Oh, yeah. It's Miller time.
Oh, wait, what do we have here? It's a crowd of spear chuckers. Let's waste these coons now.
Yes, yes. Let's do Knicker.
For Donald Trump.
For Donald Trump. Oh, yeah.
KKK.
You racist son of a bitch. I never said that. That's a splice and everybody goddamn knows it. Freaking Moon Man, for Christ's sake, man. I'm sick of that meme, man. Sick of that ridiculous meme, man. And not to mention, where in the hell did you find that goddamn McDonald's freaking moonhead, for Christ's sake, man? I remember seeing that stupid commercial in like 1986. Jesus, freaking Moon Man. Give me the mic. Good God, you racist bastards. I mean, we're going to start off like this, man. I'm going to end this show early. I'm going to end this show quick. Do you understand me? I don't want to start off like this, man. This has been you all been pissing me off all week. Jesus Christ, man. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Captain Howdy Radio Graffiti.
It will be legal in Texas to shoot
niggers. Oh, my God. Lol, you die. Lol. Now, shut up. Shut that racist crap up, man. All right? Stop freaking splicing me with racial content, man. I never said that. I am not a racist, all right? I am a melting pot of friendship, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. I mean, good God, man. I'm sitting over here. I don't know what the hell to say, man. Jesus Christ. 651 Radio Graffiti. That's great. We got Horny. It's okay, Horny. Okay, Horny the Clown, we get it. We got Horny the Clown playing the Nut Shack. Jesus Christ. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
I'm Ghost, baby. I miss you so much. I'm Ghost.
That's stupid. You know, that was a horrible attempt at trying to resurrect an old troll. How about Anonymous, Radio Graffiti? You're going to sit there and play with your Peter Popper? Is that it? Look, you're just sitting there playing with your Peter Popper. I can hear my goddamn voice in the background. Yeah, you know what? I hope you die of cancer of the cock. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. I mean, what is it with these Helen Keller deaf mutes? Start hanging people up, engineer. Start hanging them up. We got 323 Radio Graffiti.
As he gently ran his hands around the grotesque beer belly of his grandmother to nurse her stomachache from the copious amounts of butter she consumed, Ghost's greasy hands suddenly found themselves traveling across her buttocks, her diaper crinkling in response to his sausage-like fingers exploring this new domain. Her adult undergarment felt soft, moist, and flabby, just like Ghost's arms and the sad excuse for what he calls muscle tone. Despite the fact that the extra-large pamper was caked onto her boil-enriched skin, his grandmother was able to feel the sensual touch through her crippling arthritis. She uttered what sounded like a moan in response, though it was hard to make out since her vocal cords had long been damaged by the copious smoking of both cigarettes and Alabama Black Snake. His grandfather was not able to please his dear grandmother. What man could when their lengthy loin lover looked like an underdeveloped belly button? Thus Ghost's grandfather became a willing cuckold who would regularly pay members of the upstanding African-American community nearby to dial her like an Obama phone. Though one incident caused...
You son of a bitch! You sick pervert! Don't talk about my family, you son of a bitch! Don't talk about my granny! Don't talk about my granny! Don't you dare talk about my granny, you sick, disgusting perverts! Don't you dare! Don't you dare talk about my granny! My granny was a pious woman, and for you to sit there and disrespect that woman's name is, I tell you, you're lucky you're not in a goddamn ballroom in front of me right now! You're lucky you're not in a goddamn ballroom in front of me right now! You're lucky you're in the... This would be your face! Or listen... Your face! Freaking sick-ass little pervert. Talking all kinds of garbage from the goddamn behind the damn computer. I guarantee you, you saw me, you wouldn't say that crap. Jesus Christ, I guarantee you, you wouldn't be saying that crap. Son of a bitch. I don't want to hear that again. I'm telling you, you assholes are begging for me to end this goddamn show early, you sorry sacks of crap. Do you understand that? You're begging me to end this goddamn show early. You're begging me. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God, man. Look, I don't even know what to say after that, for heaven's sake. I don't even know. Give me the mic. I mean, Jesus Christ, what? How am I supposed to come back and continue broadcasting after that sick, disgusting, perverted freak show of a goddamn troll? I mean, seriously, how? How? I mean, you know, this is... I mean, what's wrong with you sick-ass troll terrorists and cyber... Oh, seriously, man, what's wrong with your goddamn head? I just don't get it, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. As a matter of fact, whoever did that troll, I hope that you're on a goddamn sexual predator list. All right? Seriously, and I hope that your neighbors know that what kind of a sick, twisted pervert that they're literally living next to. I'm not joking around. You better hope I never find out who you are, because I'll call your damn neighbors myself. All right, you sick pervert. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Mommy says Daffy don't have anything nice to say. You shouldn't say anything at all. So Donald Trump needs to shut the fuck up.
Yo, listen up, Trump. We're sick of
No, we're not listening to that fruity ass dumb advertisement. It's stupid and ridiculous. Telling kids to curse, for Christ's sake. Guarantee you all them kids belong to single parents. I guarantee it, boy. I guarantee it. 973 Radio Graffiti. Oh, we got a Helen Keller deaf mute once again. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Donald Trump, Donald Trump. No, you're not. Don't sing the Soviet national anthem to repeatedly saying Donald Trump, you son of a bitch. All right? Hey, the Ruskies are bowing down now that Trump's in office, baby. Everybody's bowing down. Haven't you noticed that? Everybody's bowing down, boy. Jesus, how about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Got another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. This is Sparta Radio Graffiti. Our partnership with the RNC is so important to the success and what we've done.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade booth. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade booth. There's numerous people running up.
You son of a bitch, Sparta. Seriously, you son of a bitch. I'm telling you, you ain't going to be laughing when your freaking ass is burning alive in a goddamn freaking house, you stupid imbecile. All right? Yeah, you hear me, God? That guy deserves it, all right? At least burn his legs off, all right? Jesus Christ. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I just wanted to extend my voice in celebration for Donald Trump, and although I didn't win in Louisiana, I thank you for your support. And also, I'd like to remind you that your Klan membership is expiring in a few months. Thank you, and again, thank you for supporting David Duke.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. Shut up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Lazy, when you tweeted.
No, we're not hearing that stupid advertisement. 817 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, turn down your radio, you stupid dumb jerk dick. 203 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'd just like to personally send a message to all those liberals and anti-Trump protesters out there.
All right, go ahead.
All right, people, if you're listening to me, I got one word of advice for you. Keep doing what you're doing, all right? Keep being stupid and doing all these violent acts, you know, throwing rocks, hurling fireballs, rioting, looting, whatever. Keep doing that shit so that way it suspends your First Amendment rights and gives the police or National Guard or whoever the hell is looking after your asses, give them the right to start dispensing tear gas amongst you. Because, let's be honest, we need more liberal tears.
Not only we need liberal tears, I think that the cops and riot police need to start busting heads. I want to see liberal blood in the street from heads being busted because riot police are cracking them with batons. That's what I want to see. Sorry, sacks of crap. How about 765 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Love the show. Shout out to Venison of the Capitalist Army. Good night.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Who else do we have here? We got 484 Radio Graffiti.
Now look at this, drones, and I just found. When I say go, be ready to blow.
Man, look, I couldn't even understand that with that freaking Obama phone, for Christ's sake. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, it's Yorkshire. I just want to say, like, I just think you've got all these fucking cuckold SJWs rioting in the street, so why aren't these Trump supporters going and fucking kicking their asses? They're supposed to be tough guys and all this, and these fucking new male cooks in the street, and in the UK, you wouldn't have that. I mean, we've got, like the EDL and National Action, Britain First, all these right-wing protest groups, and you don't get that in America.
Well, you know what? I personally believe that we're trying to be adult about it there, Yorkshire. All right, we're trying to be a little bit more mature about these sorts of things, but I'm warning these goddamn liberals. They keep pushing our buttons. I mean, we're going to meet them out there, all right? It ain't going to be pretty. We ain't going to sit over there and just, have our hands tied behind our back, all right? I mean, we're getting sick of these idiots wanting disorder in our country, and if necessary, we'll go out and help the police. That's why I'm calling on the cops, man. Bust some heads on these idiots, man. Who cares? Who cares? But I agree with you, man. I mean, I just think that the right at this point is trying to be a little bit more adult. We're supposed to be more mature. We're supposed to be more intellectual at this point in time, but that time is wearing thin. I think these liberals need to understand that. Anyway, Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. Captain Howdy, Radio Graffiti. But I know a knickers when I see it, all right? I mean, I can sniff out a knickers, baby, you understand? Knickers. Hey, shut up, you idiot. I never said that, for Christ's sake, you asshole. Man, you racist jerks, man. Anonymous, Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Jesus Christ. Prankster Pinkie Pie, Radio Graffiti.
I want to talk about me, want to talk about I, want to talk about number one. Oh, my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually. But occasionally, I want to talk about me.
Oh, that's just great. What a song. What a shit-kicking hit country hillbilly song, huh? I bet you millennials love that, don't you, huh? I want to talk about me, I want to talk about him, I want to talk about her, I want to talk about him, I want to talk about her, hold on, like Hawk Joe. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti. Templeton Sanders, Radio Graffiti. I am giving Bill Clinton free blowjobs.
And you really have great discipline in the way you do this.
Oh, my God. Oh, good God.
I've had about enough of this. I've had about enough. Man, let me tell you something, man. You trolls are getting sicker and sicker and sicker as the days go by. And I don't know if I don't know if we're going to have to, maybe cut Radio Graffiti. I don't know what we're going to have to do. I can tell you, I don't know what the hell we're going to have to do, but, man, this is just getting ridiculous, and I'm getting tired of it, all right? I mean, this has already turned into a goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday, as perverted and as sick as you idiots have turned this goddamn show into, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take for you people to realize, man, that I'm shooting pearls to you people. I'm shooting pearls to you people, and yet this is the kind of thanks I get. And look, Mark Montag is saying, look, get rid of it, Ghost. I'm saying, get rid of it. I mean, who needs? I mean, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm serious. I'm thinking about the son of a bitch. I'm really thinking about it. Let me give you the mic. I mean, I'm really thinking about it, to be honest with you. Let me explain something. I've been having great ratings as of late, and you notice that I've been cutting the Radio Graffiti short to about 30 minutes of the broadcast. And ever since I've been doing that, the numbers have been going up and up. And I'm talking about new listeners. All right, brand new listeners. But man, I don't think that I don't know if we're going to do Radio Graffiti. And look at it! Look at all the people! Look at them!
No, don't do it! Don't get rid of Radio Graffiti! Oh no! I hate it!
Look at them crying already on Twitter. Look at them! Look at them! They're crying already on Twitter, for Christ's sake, man! I'm thinking about it. I am genuinely thinking about getting rid of Radio Graffiti because, I mean, listen to the garbage that's being called up. Listen to what's being said, for Christ's sake, man. I'm serious. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. I mean, look, I'm going to continue on. Look, anonymous Radio Graffiti. Watch, anonymous Radio Graffiti.
This is an emergency action notification from Blog Talk Radio. A criminal group was last seen on this live broadcast going under the name The Retard Bus. The current suspected members last seen are Plague Teutonic, Snake Raiden, and Eugene Corrales. If you have any information regarding these criminals, please contact BTR's helpline service. We now return to normal programming on True Capitalist Radio.
Retard Bus. Yeah, shut up. Just shut up. You see what I'm saying, folks? I mean, you see this? I mean, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? Seriously, what the hell is that, for Christ's sake, man? Making fun of Karaskin, man. Leave Karaskin alone, for heaven's sake, man. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, man, I am so done with this Radio Graffiti, especially after some of the sick-ass garbage, all right? After some of the sick-ass garbage that you people have done, for heaven's sake, all right? I'm serious. I think we got Raiden Snake that may want to chime in on this. Hey, Raiden Snake, you there?
Yes, I am, Ghost. How are you doing this evening?
Not too good. I mean, listen to this obnoxious, disgusting, perverted nonsense that's being brought out on Radio Graffiti, man.
Yeah, well, if you happen to notice, they even mentioned me, for God's sake, just now. I'm not kidding, if you heard it properly. I mean,
I'm serious. I'm not even sure why they're doing this. I mean, these people are sick. They're agitator trolls, and I'm sick of them, man. I'm really, really sick of them.
Well, there's one thing I've noticed. I mean, I'll admit. I mean, I've actually been seeing like the comments on several of these chat people, even on YouTube. I mean, they just don't seem to like serious callers. These trolls think that they have the priority over everyone else. They don't like serious callers, and the majority of them, if you've noticed, 99% of them always come from anonymous calls. Have you noticed that? That's what I've noticed every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, and not to mention, all they're doing is playing pre-recorded clip crap, man. They don't even have the personality to come up with their own trolls anymore. I mean, that's how sad we're getting in society at this point in time, and it's becoming a little bit of a bummer, right?
Well, yeah, do you know what I mean? And I mean, people have said to me, who really want to do calling, they're struggling. They've been trying for weeks, like not even been able to get through once. I mean, even I'm
I'm sorry about that, Raiden Snake, but look, I am seriously reevaluating what should happen as it relates to Radio Graffiti. What do you suggest? What do you think?
Well, I'd say, well, the thing is, obviously, they obviously don't see people. Well, the trolls obviously clearly stay, because from what I've seen personally, and quite a few other people have, they seriously don't like serious callers. I mean, think about what's happened to a couple of people already. They don't like serious callers. They really hate them. The trolls would rather have their calls played rather than having serious calls on the line. That's what I've noticed.
Oh my God! And hey, thank you, Raiden Snake. I think I know what you're talking about. These people, they would rather hear themselves act like a bunch of obnoxious, despicable, carrot-waxing, cartoon fetish man-children than actually talk about actual subject matters that are affecting their lives. And if not their lives, other people's lives and their families, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, do you want to give a shout out or anything, man?
out to your good self. Obviously, shout out to Karaskin, obviously, and obviously yourself, the engineer, and everyone else. Like in the circle, the capital.
Hey, thank you very much, Raiden Snake, and I appreciate the kind words. I don't know what the hell these people's problems are. How about Jimmy Capitalist? What do you think about what's going on here, man?
Hey, Ghost, how you doing, man? It's good to speak to you tonight.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, man. You know, Radio Graffiti was pretty funny to begin with, man. You know, the problem is you get so many of these no personality having kids calling up, just clogging up the lines, being completely boring, having nothing to say, playing old splices from 5 years ago, and no one wants to hear it. It's boring. Have some fucking originality and, you know, grow some fucking brain cells, kids.
Well, I mean, you would think, right? I mean, at least try to talk your own trolls to some extent, man. And you're right, these people are finding trolls from 5 years ago and playing them, and they think that they're doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's no lulls for anybody, man. Even the new guys don't find it lulls worthy. You would think that from all the personality that you're exuding on this broadcast, that some of them would at least pick up on some of those cues and adopt it for themselves, but some of them are just completely idiotic and completely boring, for lack of a better term.
They're boring, they're stupid, they're ignorant, and they're lazy as far as I'm concerned, Jimmy. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, why don't you pick on some cues is right on yours truly's personality or any personality and implement it on your own. Why don't you try to navigate your own personality, your own troll, your own character, something, instead of taking other people's work, which isn't even work, which is just a bunch of audio spliced crap, and then playing it and then waxing your carrot while listening to it, correct?
Exactly, man. And as you say, it's mostly these millennials that are so self-absorbed and have no what's the word? Well, I can't think of the right word, but you know, they don't think for themselves, and a lot of them, when they talk to you as if they're asking a question. You know, they'll be like, "Yeah, so today I did this," and it's like, "Would you come on, guys, just shut up? You're boring the balls off of everybody. Get a personality. No one wants to hear it. You know, if you're going to call up the show, fair enough. Everyone likes a bit of interactivity, but if you think you're going to get some lulls, you're doing more harm than good by calling up and spewing off a load of nonsense that everyone's already heard."
Yeah, and that's well said there, Jimmy. I'm telling you, and let me tell you, I don't think these trolls like what they're hearing. I don't think they like what they're hearing. They're like, "Oh my God, why are they talking about? I just want to hear some Radio Graffiti calls." Shut up. Anyway, thanks, Jimmy Capitalist. You know, once again, for some insight out here. I do believe maybe we're gonna have to drop maybe some Radio Graffiti. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we got Godzilla. He wants to chime in on this. What's going on, Godzilla? You there? Godzilla, you there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. I actually, where the hell did you go, Godzilla? Jesus Christ. Hold on, I had you on the queue, and then all of a sudden you disappeared. Did you put down? There he is. All right, go ahead, Godzilla. Jesus Christ.
Hey, sorry about that. Honestly, if you want my personal opinion, if they want Radio Graffiti so bad, why don't they just make it themselves? I mean, it's funny as it seems. I mean, if they want freaking ideas...
No, you know something, Godzilla? They've tried that, and you know what? It sucks. You know that? Many have tried, and yet it sucks. All right? And you want to know why it sucks? Because I'm not a part of it. And that's really the bottom line, all right? I mean, that's really the lore, you know? I mean, there's been a lot of people that have tried it, but you see, they're not snappy. They're not quick-witted. You understand? I mean, they can't come back with anything. They can't keep the flow of the show going. You understand what I'm saying? And in the end, if you don't have any filler or any kind of host of the show that can keep the lull of bad callers and Helen Keller deaf mutes and you know just unworthy callers, and you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You know what I mean? Anyway, who else do we got here? Let's go back. We'll go back and do a couple more Radio Graffiti callers, and if they suck, then I'm out of here. I mean, seriously. If they suck, I'm out of here. How about Anonymous, Radio Graffiti? Here's another one right here, playing a stupid dumbass song, you know. Congratulations, here's a cookie. Anonymous, Radio Graffiti.
I'm going to take my dog into the woodshed. I'm going to spank Templeton's ass. That's what you need, boy! You piece of crap! I am a Jew! You hear that? That's what you...
You know what? I'm just done.
I'm done with this crap! Jesus Christ, I'm so done with this crap! I'm done with this crap! I'm done with this crap, man! I mean... I'm telling you this right now, man. I'm telling you this right goddamn now, all right? I've been giving you 1,450 hours of my life! And, you know, for you idiots to continuously make these disgusting, filthy, perverted splices about me, it just makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach, I'll tell you that right goddamn now. And I'm tired of it, man. I'm sincerely goddamn tired of it, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm tired of it. I mean, I'm jaded, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I'm depressed. I deserve more respect, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I'm a capitalist, and I deserve the respect accorded to that title. I deserve the respect accorded to that goddamn title, boy. Anyway, look, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm definitely going to end this goddamn show because this is a Fruit Bowl Wednesday. It's so goddamn fruity. I mean, it's smelling up the whole goddamn show like a dirty, used-up carnival urinal, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. So, look, all right, I'm just going to end the show right now. And tomorrow, hopefully it'll be a better goddamn day. Because, folks, I'm telling you, man, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you people think, you know? I don't know what you people think. You think I'm just going to come back on here every goddamn day? You're going to keep ridiculing me? Huh? You're going to keep wishing I was dead? You think I'm just going to come up on here and continue to give you all these freaking pearls and I'm shooting, for Christ's sake? Huh, boy? You think everybody's sitting over here and continuously sparking synapses in the brains of peeps? Huh? You think I'm just going to continue to come up here and do that? You're going to continue to disrespect me? I deserve more respect, folks, all right? I deserve more goddamn respect. Anyway, folks, let me calm my ass down here. And you know, folks are actually inquiring about the wife's recipe for Thanksgiving. If y'all are really serious, folks, I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the hell. You know, I don't even know. This has been a horrible freaking Fruit Bowl Wednesday. This has been a horrible Radio Graffiti. I mean, it pisses me off. 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 Damn it! God damn it! I mean, it just pisses me off, folks. It pisses me off. Oh, Jesus. Give me the mic. Give me the mic.
John from the Inner Circle is asking me, what about the wife's autograph? Look, I'm not giving you my wife's autograph. Are you kidding me, man? All you sick-ass twisted perverts and anime and cartoon fetish idiots and you fan fiction lovers and you fruit bowls and you pamper wearers and you cloppers and I'm not comfortable giving you my wife's autograph, for Christ's sake, man. Maybe I'll give you the Ghost Family turkey recipe, the Ghost Family ham recipe, the Ghost Family cranberry sauce recipe. All right, and of course, I think everybody wants Caroline's fruitcake, and I'm going to try to get that recipe from her. She's holding on to it like it's freaking gold, for Christ's sake, man. I'm serious. You know what I mean? I'm serious. They're literally holding on to it like it's freaking gold. So we shall see. I don't know what's going on. This is all up in the air. This is all preliminary. There's nothing planned, for Christ's sake. So, I know whenever I throw something in the air, some of you interpret it as if I'm promising you something, which is such a autistic thing to do, with all due respect. So, look, it's up in the air, all right? It's up in the air. Anyway, folks, once again, I want to reiterate also that the Meme Wars apparel will be gone after this Friday, and there is 10% off, all right? So if you missed the Inner Circle discount, we have 10% off right now. Go to my Twitter account, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account right now. All right? Click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. Get 10% off on Meme Wars Soldier apparel, baby. It's got Capitalist Army written on the back. It is a relic, baby. It is a relic of the Meme Wars at this point in time, folks. And if you are a soldier of the Meme Wars, it is a must-have as far as I'm concerned, man. It is a must-have as far as I'm concerned. And they will be gone after this Friday. You will never be able to get them again after this Friday. So get them while you can, folks. Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost. And click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account to get yourself 10%. All right? Anyway, folks, once again, bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show if you haven't done so. Every one of my episodes is time-dated and stamped. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost is the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Now, look, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of Radio Graffiti. I don't know yet, man, but I just did not appreciate the kind of garbage that I heard here today. I did not appreciate the kind of perverted, disgusting, disgraceful, pathetic, sexual deviant crap that I heard today. And I sincerely hope that you idiots that are splicing these sick, twisted, perverted style splices, I hope that you are on a sexual predator list, because I think that your neighbors should know what kind of sick, twisted, fruity asses they've got living next to them, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I'm saying? So I sincerely hope that, you're on a goddamn sexual predator list, each and every one of you sick, twisted pricks. All right? Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. We'll see. All right? We'll see. I can tell you turned this into a goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday. I can tell you that right goddamn now. Jesus Christ, folks. Anyway, look, I'm going to get the hell out of here. All right? All right? It is a Fruit Bowl Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday, and then Friday. And then next week is the holiday week of Thanksgiving, folks. It's the holiday week of Thanksgiving. And if y'all are really interested in if you're interested in the damn recipes, let me know. Maybe we'll do something. I'm not going to charge that much for them, man. Like freaking $6 or something, $5, some crap. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, man, it is the greatest goddamn succulent, juiciest turkey you'll ever eat in your goddamn life. And the ham, baby, the ham, mwah, the best ham you'll ever eat in your goddamn life. I'm telling you, you will have a great Thanksgiving if you have Mrs. Ghost's recipes. And that'll include the turkey, the ham, cranberry sauce, and we'll see if we can get Caroline's fruitcake. All right, she's holding on to that crap like gold. But let me know if you're interested. If not, I'm not going to do it. I'm not giving out my wife's autograph, so stop asking, you sick, twisted pricks. I can only imagine what the hell you'll do with it, you sick assholes. All right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. I will be here tomorrow.
And that's it for the program, guys. Just want to say thank you for coming out. And make sure to actually follow me on Twitter at The Brony Network or Politics Ghost. Subscribe to the channel as I do the TZR broadcast every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and if you live somewhere outside the world, you want to listen to it live, make sure to convert it to 4 p.m. Central Time for the time zone. Or, if you're subscribed to the channel, you will get notified when the next TCR broadcast starts, as I do them daily, every day, and sometimes spontaneous weekends whenever Ghost does it. So, there we go. Had to go out, guys. Need to start another live stream. We want to actually watch that live stream with us. Make sure to actually just be on my Twitter account right now because I'll be putting in the link. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode or on next TZA broadcast. You guys, good night, and see you guys tomorrow.